broadcast is. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Well, hello, Hornet fans. We are coming to you live from the Hoover Metropolitan Stadium in Hoover, Alabama, for the first ever game between your Chelsea Hornets and the Hoover Bucks. I am Ray Franklin. It will be my pleasure once again to call this game and all the Hornet games this season with my better half, my buddy old pal of the award-winning Chelsea Hornet radio broadcast, Richard Powers. Richard, I am looking forward to tonight's game. A lot of firsts here. One of our old, he's not an old friend. He's actually a little younger than us, but one of our friends that we've had the opportunity to coach alongside. We cut our teeth together coaching. And love him. He's one of our brothers, Wade Waldrop, the head coach of Hoover High School, first year. We're excited for this great night of football here at the beautiful Hoover Metropolitan Stadium.
That's right, high up here in the Hoover Met, Ray, and there's the crowd still trickling down the road here. We can see it high up here. We've got the big screen over here to our right. So it's a nice setup here. First time we've been to Hoover Met for a football game. I always heard about, get big games here. But, hey, so you said it is a big game, the Hornets and the Hoover Bucks. You mentioned Wade. We saw his wife Kimberly and their son Cooper a little while ago. We saw one of his daughters down here on the dance team. So lots of fond memories with the Waldrops, Sunday school with them and everything. But either way, hey, you know what? Tonight it's the Hornets and the Hoover Bucks, and we're going to be talking about the Hoover, about the Hornets. And it's going to take a monumental effort, but there's always a chance.
Yep, it's going to be an exciting night for sure. On behalf of both Richard and I, we thank you for letting us join you on the radio at home or in your car or wherever you may be listening. As always, we appreciate you tuning into the live broadcast of tonight's game. In addition to Richard and myself, our broadcast team for the game will be our producer, engineer David Brady of Cool 96.9. Understands tonight is big, big, big. We have spared no expense. We done brought in our sideline reporter, our expert sideline reporter, Jackson Powers from Orlando. Brett Hall will be joining us, helping with our stats. Donna Bowles not able to be here tonight, but she will be missed. Remember, due to the NFHS broadcast rules, we will not be on Chelsea Living Video Vision's live stream tonight.
That's right. You can go to the NFHS and like Jeff talked about a couple weeks ago, you can go on there and sign up. And we are bringing that broadcast live on the NFHS website. But either way, some of you are probably listening on that Cool 96.9 app or live on your radio, Cool 96.9 FM. Of course, you can always go to the website, Ray, cool969.com. Remember, that's cool with a K. But you know what? If you're here in the stadium, as we see our stands across the way there, as you're coming in, you can tune in to 87.9 on your little FM dial and listen to us live here, Ray. But we could not do this without our sponsors, Ray. We got APCO, Alabama Plate Cutting Company, Liberty Moving, Storage, and Delivery, Chelsea Chiropractic, Columbiana Tractor, Hayes Eye Center, Hope for Gabe, and, of course, the one and only Ridgecrest Homes.
Richard, we also want to thank our broadcast sponsor, one Shirley Hall with eXp Realty. From all of us at Cool 96.9 and Chelsea Football, thank you to all of our great sponsors. Richard, looking forward to the night. We're mismatched. Hoover's 7-1.
Yep.
But they come in tonight with a quarterback, I hate to say controversy.
Right.
But starting quarterback broke his collarbone 2 weeks ago against Oak Mountain. Junior comes in the ball game, finishes the game for them, has a good week. From what I understand, some issues with him not playing the next week. And then this week I heard he was back. And bless his heart, now he's sick.
Right.
So the freshman tonight for Hoover will be getting the start. It's going to be number 10, Noah Shoebank. He's a freshman, 5'10", 160. And I also heard a rumor from, and don't mean to spread rumors, but maybe the starting tailback might be out. You and I watched the running backs warm up a while ago, and there was 6 running backs, and the starter supposedly wasn't out there.
Right.
And the 6 we saw probably could start in most schools across the state.
Absolutely, if not just across the state, but across the nation. They had that wide body, quick feet. They all look like they would be a load to take down. I mean, it almost looked like an all-star.
Yeah, it really did.
All-star football team over there just with their running backs. But yeah, and we say it every week. We're going to see a big offensive line. We're going to see a strong, powerful running back, and we're going to see it every week.
That's right.
And then, you're going to see 1 or 2 big, tall receivers too. So, Coach Darby, Coach the defensive coaches for Chelsea, they always have a decent scheme up, and like we say, week in and week out, the Hornets are going to fight. They're going to scrap. They're going to give it everything they have. I mean, we're here inside the Hoover Met, Ray, and, of course, we played at the Crampton Bowl to start the season against Helena. But it's just a little different atmosphere tonight.
Yep. Let's go down to Jackson Powers on the sideline. Jackson, first time for you being here at the Hoover Met down on the field. That is not artificial turf, correct? That's grass, right?
It is grass. Yes, sir.
Well, Jackson, tell us a little bit of how you got down there? Did you spend a little time with the guys as they were warming up? What is the atmosphere? Are they excited about being here tonight?
I think, yeah, they're excited. I was talking with linebacker Brady Clements before right over here, and he was saying here they're excited. They're good. They're ready to go. They're ready to get on this field and see how the ball falls tonight. Because nothing matters. You can talk all week. Nothing matters till you buckle the helmet up and kick the ball off.
That's right. Hey, listen, their defense, we were watching them warm up, and Richard and I both were commenting. Even Brett Hall was up here, and we were talking about their front seven. Their front four, Richard, looked like a small college. Big bodies. Fast, linebackers fast, defensive secondary. And you're talking about players. You think about all the players that have left Hoover and have gone played not just in college but go pro.
Right.
You got Pickens that played at Georgia. Percy Harvin. All those guys were in the NFL. Pickens is starting for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, I mean, they produce some talent.
Yeah. Ray, as our captains are taking the field there, I can give you 3 of the 4. You got 50, Jaden Bennett, the big nose guard. You got I can't tell who the other guy is. He's got his jersey tucked up. Can't see his number.
Josh Christian.
Is that Josh Christian? Okay. All right, Josh Christian, 34. Then you got number 2. I believe that's going to be the linebacker, Nathan Smith. And then number 4, Jackson talked to him a while ago, Brady Clements. But you can see across the way there, it looks like all of the seniors are honorary captains tonight.
All right, let's go to Jackson on the field.
Hey.
In his head. So
We want the ball.
you want to receive.
All right, so Chelsea has won the toss, calling heads. Brady Clement, being the spokesman for the captains tonight, chose to receive, and they will have their back away from the scoreboard, and Hoover will be defending the scoreboard here tonight. Remember, you will not be able to see us on the Chelsea Living Video Vision stream tonight, but you can listen to us on Cool 96.9, and if I'm not mistaken, and I'm sure Jeff Beavers will shake his head after the game will be posted in 72 hours. So we got to wait 72 hours. So that'll be Monday night. So, Richard, the lights are dim.
They do have the different colored changing lights. They'll blue. They have like orange.
You're breaking up on us.
Yeah, we lost him. Richard,
Maybe the strobe lights had something to do with our microphone there.
Watt Parker.
Swap to this maybe. Hello. There we go. Yeah, they do have different colored lights and stuff. So if they score, we'll see some orange and black lights flash and orange and white lights and stuff like that tonight. So it'd be a pretty cool atmosphere for us here. Those of y'all at home, you are certainly missing out.
All right. Well, hey, Richard Watt Parker, another one of the legends, one of the great coaches at Chelsea High School. Was hoping they were going to be here tonight. We get a group picture. I think Gerald Neves and Christy are coming.
Yep.
Kind of reunite the family. Back in the early 2000s, Watt came to Chelsea and turned the program around in 2002, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong about that. And me and you and Wade and Watt and Gerald, all of us coached together, and we were a brotherhood. And it was just if I reflect back on stories of Chelsea High School, that are some of my favorite stories.
Yep.
Watt was just a fantastic he was like a leader. I mean, he was like a big brother to me, very instrumental in me coming to know Christ. And so loved me some Watt Parker. Wish he was going to be here tonight. And, but we're excited for Wade and what he's got going on here at Hoover. They're coming in 7-1, only lost to Auburn High School. And so they got a big game next week against Thompson.
That's right, yeah. Poor Watt, he kind of inherited us.
Yeah, he did.
We were there in 01, but he brought Wade in.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Wade into Chelsea and introduced him to there. So owe both those guys a lot, and it's always fun to keep up with those guys and reminisce. Saw Joey Neal a couple weeks ago, so it was good times. But, yeah, both teams have taken the field now. Chelsea's going to be in their blue pants, white stripes down the side. white jerseys with blue numerals. The Hoover Bucks coming out in their all orange pants, orange jerseys. It's kind of getting us ready for tomorrow, Ray, with Tennessee.
Yeah, big game tomorrow between
Yep.
Alabama and Tennessee for sure. Richard, I think what's going to happen tonight is Chelsea can't let the moment get too big for them. You know, big stadium, lights flashing. You're playing Hoover. Hoover's, you remember back in the day they had their own TV show on MTV. Yep. I mean, Hoover's big. We just talked about they put people in the NFL.
Right.
You know, last time I checked, Chelsea hadn't had anybody go to the NFL level.
No.
So wait a minute, who?
You did have Jake. Jake Gaines.
Yes, good point.
How could you leave Jake out?
Look, Jake got a cup of coffee in training camp there with the
did.
Vikings.
Yeah, he did.
So
Yeah,
you're
he did.
right. I shouldn't have left Jake out.
That's right.
You're right.
Right.
Big
Hey,
game.
don't
Speaking of
short-step.
Jake Gaines, big game between Leeds and Moody tonight. All right, opening kickoff caught at the 2-yard line. Going to be returned up the sideline. Nice missed tackle there by Hoover. We're going to get back up to the 20-yard line, number 36 for Chelsea. It's going to be Brandon Sims. Hadn't seen him all year on return team, so good return. Had a guy miss him about the 12-yard line. So the Hornets are going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line on the near hash mark. If you're just listening and not able to watch on the NFHS website, Chelsea moving from left to right. E.J. Hudnall coming in motion. First handoff to Emerson Russell over the left end and just brought down loss of 1 yard.
Yeah, Ray, you mentioned that defensive line for Hoover. That's number 9. Well,
I got two number 9s.
I got two
neither
number
one of them are
9s. Both of
safeties.
them are listed as safeties, but this number 9 is playing nose guard, and he just whipped our center that time and pulled us down for a loss.
All right, trips left, single receiver to the right. We have one of them running back in the backfield, Emerson Russell. We throw out in a quick pass out here. Hits number 8, Jadarian McKinney. Nice little slant for a first down. Building confidence for a sophomore quarterback right there. Richard, nice slant.
Yeah, we're going to have some quick passes today. That's Carter took a little bit of a shot there after that pass. It was a clean hit, but he's going to get rid of the ball quick tonight, I believe.
All right, first down for the Hornets. Twins left. The ball sitting at the 33-yard line of the Hornets. Emerson in the backfield. Dodson looks to throws a quick pass, tries to make a move is MJ Conrad. Ooh, MJ slung down. I'm going to start calling that a Tua Tagovailoa slam because that's how Tua got his concussion.
That's right. But it's legal.
Yeah,
And,
it is.
And after that catch, nice little move there to get free and get a couple of yards there. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 8 here, Ray.
Yeah, ball up to the 35-yard line, far hash mark. Chelsea comes out in twins to the left. Fullback Sloan DeWeese. Ball snap. Dodson hands it off up the middle. Nowhere to go. Just hit an orange wall.
Yeah. Just big brick wall right there. Emerson wasn't able to make a move to shake free there and lost. Well, no, Ray, they gave him a gain of a yard.
I don't know. They were on the 35
that's
while ago.
right. Yeah,
They're
they
back
just
to
moved the stick a little
35.
bit. So, yeah, big third down here early on.
Yep, probably a passing situation. Got trips and a bunch set over to the left. Single receiver down here at the bottom. Chelsea trying to draw Hoover off sides. Almost worked. Looked like they were bringing safety blitz off both edges. Dodson checking the sideline for an audible.
It's like
He comes
Hoover's in
set.
little man
Yep.
coverage.
Ball snap. Dodson rolls to his left, throws it out in the flats. Hits his receiver, Jadarian McKinney, for another Hornet first down.
Yeah, they're doing a good job getting that ball and just able to get a little bit of a crease. We've said it all year. Chelsea's skill guys, if you can get the ball to them in space, they can make some guys move or make some guys miss.
Yeah.
They've got the moves to make some guys miss.
That's
what I'm
right.
trying to say.
That's right. You got it out. All right, 1st and 10 for the Hornets at the 44-yard line, just short of the 45-yard line. Chelsea in a little bit of a sugar huddle. They're all bunched up, probably trying to waste a little clock.
Yeah.
21 seconds on the play clock. Coach Cassidy likes to move fast, but I think he's like, hey, we're in no hurry.
Right. We keep our offense out there. You know, Chelsea's we've had some consistency on that first drive of the game.
Yep, twins right, twins left. Ball snapped. Quick pass out in the flat. Again, they've got the sideline. Richard, he was a step away. Not saying he would have scored, but we'd have had another first down by Conrad.
Right. And here's the deal is we're staying ahead of the sticks and on
Great
first
point.
down.
Great
So,
point.
if we can get positive yards on first down, it makes those 2nd and 3rd down calls a lot easier.
All right, pick up a 4 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 6. Hudnall leaves the game. We bring in Nick Selinsky at wide receiver. Single receiver left and right. Got 3 backs in the backfield. Ball snapped. Hand to Emerson. Emerson trying to make a cut, just wasn't able to. Emerson's really good at evading that first tackler. So far, Richard, we just have not been able to get past that first guy.
Well, and let me tell you what's happening is our 5 offensive linemen are having to contain those 4 defensive linemen for Hoover, and it's giving those linebackers an opportunity to run free and run the alley and be able to bring Emerson down.
Richard,
Yep.
take a look at number 44 for Hoover. Does he remind you of you at all?
Yeah, he looks a little bit smaller.
All right, trips right, single receiver, ball in between the 2 hash marks. 3rd and 6 right here. Dodson moving Emerson over to the left.
Looks like Hoover's bringing guys from both sides.
Yeah, they are. You better throw it in a hurry. He does. He tries to throw a fade route just out of the hands of the receiver. Just overthrown a little bit. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, a good pass, good coverage that time. Is just he just ran with him step for step and wasn't able to get any separation there. So, hey, decent, we had the ball there for almost 4 minutes. The best defense is a good offense.
Yep, brings up 4th down. Chelsea has run some fakes this year. It goes back again. You're 1-7.
Yep.
What have you got to lose if you run a fake here?
You got 2 games left.
Yep.
If you don't take chances, you won't ever make them.
Yep. Ball sitting at the 48-yard line, 4th down and 6. Hoover looks like they're bringing pressure. Got a guy back deep, standing about the 17-yard line. Good snap. Jack Seymour with a nice punt. It's going to be caught at about the 18-yard line, and Richard, the guy breaks one tackle, but bam, big hit right there. Good job with the Hornets so far, Richard. I've been impressed with the offense. We might not have got across midfield, but we moved the ball, got a couple of first downs.
Yeah, hey, good job that time by the deep snapper. Not only did he make a good snap, that's Kirkland, but he hustled down the field and was able to slow the receiver down enough for his teammates to join in, to pull him down, setting him up right around the 24-yard line.
All right, Richard, 1st and 10 for the Bucks. The ball sitting at their own 24-yard line. Single receiver right and left. Got 2 fullbacks, little H-back. Ball handed off up the middle. Good job right there by defensive front, Richard. Yes. Starting quarterback tonight is going to be the sophomore Noah Schuback, freshman. Says he's 5'10", 160.
Good job that time by Bennett, one of the captains, and 42 defensive end there for the Hornets, combining to make the stop there. I'll pick up about 2 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8.
All right, a little tight formation. Single 2 twins to the left. Ball in the near hash mark. Hoover going heavy to the left. Ball, yeah. Hoover moved early. Richard, we talked about the starting tailback. We saw it on the big Jumbotron here. Number 3 is their bruiser. He's the big running back. And obviously he is hurt, and he's not playing because I don't see him out there.
Right. They got, like you mentioned earlier, they got a big game next week against Thompson, which will decide the region champions, and so that's huge for them. So, and the thing about it is, you talked about them coming in with 2 tights and 2 fullbacks. When you got a freshman quarterback, it's a good way to get them started. Yep,
twins right, single receiver, 2nd down and 13. Schuback looks to throw, throws a quick pass, got a wide open guy. Number 2 for Hoover, going to pick up a 1st down. Had a little bit of room there to throw. We had some pressure on him. He had to throw in a hurry, and the freshman made a nice pass.
Yeah, he did. Nice pass for his first start. He had that running back. Running back went in motion, and he was wide open out in the flats as well. So, anyway, big 1st down pickup by the Hoover Bucks.
Yep, ball sitting at the 36-yard line, far hash mark. Twins left, fullback. Here comes motion. Little speed sweep. I don't know how they don't call it a hold. The Hornets are pursuing well. Richard, super pursuit by number 4, Brady Clement, to make that tackle.
Well, let me tell you who made that play, Ray, and he's come on strong in the past couple of weeks, and that's 23, Adam Cornwell, the junior linebacker. He was getting double and triple teamed that time, and he kept stringing it out there and gave his buddies a chance to get there. A big loss there on 1st down, Ray.
I agree. 2nd down after the loss of 4, 2nd down and 14. Hoover's got the ball back to the 32-yard line. 4-man front for the Hornets. Twins right. Fullback and tight end, Schuback looks to throw, throws a quick pass just out of the reach of number 4 for Hoover. If Cheslock had his eyes upfield, Richard, I think he'd have picked it.
Yeah, good coverage at the time. A good little pop there after the incomplete. But, hey, big 3rd down here.
Yeah, bringing some fresh bodies here on 3rd down.
Let's see who we got coming in. That's
Number
gonna be
83, 34, and 99. Some
Yeah,
new
some
people
young
we ain't
guys.
seen
Yeah.
all year.
a little more speed.
Yeah. Twins right, single receiver, ball still in the near hash mark. Shoeback looking to calls a snap. He looks back to throws downfield. Richard, he's got a guy right across the middle. In coverage, I believe, was Cheslock. No, it was number 12. It'd be Ragin.
Rage and Tribble, yep.
Two big third downs, Richard.
Yeah, big third down pass that time. It looked like Chelsea has a little bit of a third down and long rushing package that they brought in that time because now they brought the starters back out.
Yep, two fullbacks, two receivers, ball steer on the near hash mark, down the 39-yard line. Hand off to number 26 for Hoover. We talked about the stable running backs. 26 shows to be Kamal Emerson. No height, no weight, but he looks big.
Yeah, looks big. He looks like if the quarterback there is 5'10", he looks like he's about 5'8".
Yeah.
Probably about 185 or so.
Yeah.
He's a little bit shorter than the quarterback, but we watched him warm up earlier. He's got quick feet. He's a little shifty.
Yep. Twins left stacked up down the bottom. Single receiver up top. Shoeback takes a snap, hands off up the middle. Get hit first. Brady Clement, the senior, hit him first, but then he bounced off and got a few more yards. Going to pick up about 6 on the play.
And we said it earlier in the year, Coach Cassidy challenged the guys a couple of weeks ago, get off the field on third down. And so far tonight, we've not been able to, but again, another third down for the Hoover Bucks.
All right, 3rd down and 4 for the Hoover Bucks. Ball sitting at the 33-yard line of the Hornets. Richard, so far we're doing a good job getting them to 3rd down, just can't get them off the field. Trips left, ball sitting between the hash marks. Shoeback calls for the snap, play action, throws a quick pass, knocked down. Number 44, the senior Jackson Laughlin. He's going to bring up the first 4th down of the game.
Yeah, nice job that time. We had good coverage. And Jackson Laughlin, big guy, comes in about 6'4". He's got his hands up and knocked the pass down there, Ray. So 4th and 5 right here, 4th and 4, right around the 33-yard line. And it looks like Coach Waldrop and the Hoover Bucks are going to go for it.
Yep, 4:26 left in opening quarter. Chelsea punted on their first drive. Hoover now on their first 4th down at the Chelsea 33-yard line. Number 3 did come in the ball game. Chelsea looks to bring a blitz, throws a quick pass. Richard, they fake. Oh, the ball's out. Chelsea's recovered the fumble. They went for the 4th down, Richard. They faked. Oh, don't spike the ball.
He just dropped it.
Cornwell spiked the football at about the 33-yard line. Big play for the Hornets right there. Great stand by the defense.
Yes, I wish I could see who made the hit. I know Cornwell came up with the recovery, but I believe it may have been 16.
Cheslock
with a big hit there. Way to not give up and way to scrap. Good stop by the Chelsea Hornet defense. If you can't get off the field on 3rd down, let's get off the field on 4th.
That's right. All right, Hornets take over at the 25-yard line. Trips right, single receiver, ball hand to Emerson up the middle. And, Richard, I like Coach Cassidy trying to stick with the run. We just have not had much success so far here in the first quarter running between the tackles.
Yeah, you mentioned that D-line is stout. And the offensive line is doing a good job of giving Carter some time to throw these quick passes. We've got to when these guys are, 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", if they're on the defensive front, they're just long and lean, and it's hard to get some running lanes.
Yep, Jackson Shuttlesworth checks in the game. He's the single receiver at the bottom. Here comes pressure from the secondary. Great timing right there. As a young quarterback, you've got to see that, hold your cadence for one more second, and let him just be offsides.
Yeah. Number 5 came from his safety position, shot out of a cannon from about 15 yards away. He didn't slow down. If we'd have paused another half a second, he'd have been offside.
Yeah, he would have been.
Carter did a good job of keeping that ball and not fumbling, but big loss on 2nd down. So it's going to bring up 3rd and
22.
Yeah, 3rd. Yeah, the scoreboard here, big scoreboard over here to the right says 3rd and 19.
Yeah, it is 3rd and 19. Trips left, single receiver. Chelsea trying to draw Hoover off sides. Thought we had him, but we didn't. Hoover looking back for an audible. Dodson rolling to his right, has nowhere to go. He's going to take another sack. Richard, he's got to get rid of that football. Can't take that loss down to the 1-yard line. Back-to-back sacks by the Hoover defense.
Yeah, that time Hoover just brought 4 guys and dropped 7, and he had no time at all. Got dropped all the way back to the 3-yard line.
Yeah, they marked it back up after contact. So Jack Seymour will be punting from back deep. Let's hope he watches his heels there. You touch that white line, it's the safety. So he's about a yard shorter than he normally is. Kirkland will be on the snap.
They're offside.
Well, they were, but we moved out here. I think Owen Key moved early.
Let me ask you this, Ray.
Yep. Do you take a safety?
You take a safety,
It might.
and that way you have the free kick. You maybe gain a little. You're giving up 2 points, but you just gained 5 yards here.
That
was
flag
on-
was
yeah.
actually on the Bucks there, so it moves the Hornets
Okay,
up
moves
a
it
little
out.
bit.
Good,
Helps
good.
us out.
Well, now maybe
Now you
just
punt.
take your time,
Yeah,
punt.
yeah.
But I'm
Jack
like,
does-
go ahead, Jackson.
I was talking with Jack earlier. Jack does know they're fast off the corner, so he knows he has to get it off quickly.
They're coming. He got it away. Did they run into him? It doesn't
No.
look like they did. Number 28 made a nice move. Chris McNeil out there. He's just so fast, Richard. He ran through the arm tackle.
How about the late hit?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, number 1 laid out DeWeese there after the play. It was about 10 yards away from the ball. No penalty. So we've not yet been able to talk about the Meat Sweats penalty. Well, we did have a couple penalties, but
Well, we
they
should
were
have
obvious.
mentioned. Yeah. Meat Sweats is one of our penalty sponsors, and I got caught up watching the game and forgot about it. Great sponsor, Meat Sweats it is. Put it in my chicken salad again. Have you used yours yet?
I have several times.
What'd you use it on?
Steaks, ribs.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
All right, Twins left after the punt return down to the 15-yard line. Hoover takes over. Quarterback takes the handoff, hands off right up the middle. Shoeback, the starting quarterback, a freshman tonight for Hoover. It's going to bring up second down. Richard, they got about 8 on that first down.
Yeah, biggest carry of the night for the Hoover Bucks so far in the first quarter. So far, the Chelsea defensive front has held their own. They've just given up some big passes.
All right, Twins right, single receiver to left, fullback in the game for Hoover, tailback in the pistol formation. Ball handed, Shoeback hands it to him. I thought for a minute there was a hole he was going to bust through and score. That center's doing a good job on Bennett. You saw that?
Yeah.
Bennett's,
Bennett.
Yeah, Bennett's normally in the backfield making a play, but right there, that center had driven him out of the box all the way out here to the almost other hash mark.
That you mentioned they had 6 running backs a while ago warming up, and then any of them could have started anywhere. They had 3 centers. They could have done the same.
Yep, first and goal. Quick pass out here in the flats. Great. Oh, man, he didn't score. Yeah, he
His
did
knee
not
was
score.
down.
Who was that,
Ragin.
Richard?
That
Was
was
that
Ragin,
Ragin Trimble? He came up, Richard. He flew up. What a great instinct right there to fly up and make the tackle. He missed it, but he slowed him down enough for us to make the tackle at the 1.
Yeah, Cody Fortenberry flying from his outside linebacker position that time was able to clean up the tackle and stop him short of the end zone. You know, if you keep him out, it's going to be second and goal, but, hopefully you can cause a fumble here.
Yeah, looks like Hoover has brought in a heavy set. Ball handed number 3, just a wildcat formation. He's the starting tailback we were talking about. Didn't start the game, but he came in right there in a wildcat, 2 fullbacks, a tailback, and he just caught it and fall behind the defenders and scored.
Yeah, that's Lamarian McCammon.
Yep,
And,
Lamarian.
yep, and,
He's 6', 160.
yeah.
Brett, you got us a scoring drive? I'll let you total it up. Snap's good, hold good, kick is up, and it is good. So with 30 seconds here in the first quarter, Hoover 7, Chelsea 0.
Ray, it took them 4 plays to go 15 yards in a minute and 30 seconds. Ended up with a Hoover Bucks touchdown.
Yeah, you had to know it was coming eventually. Chelsea's done a good job on the defensive front. Richard, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been impressed with Chelsea so far.
Yeah.
That last offensive drive wasn't impressive.
Right.
But Hoover did what Hoover did, and bringing that safety blitz was big.
Yeah, you getting that big sack on second down a while ago. And like you said, Coach Cassidy and the offensive coaches, they're sticking with the game plan. They're going to try to run the ball some. I think we're going to have to try to get around the edge. I just don't think we're going to have much running room up the middle.
So I got a question for you. Did the Chelsea band come?
They are, Ray. They're hard to the left.
Oh, I see them up
They're
in
over there.
now. Yeah.
Close to Highway 150 over here. They're
They're in the end zone.
Yeah.
All right, Hoover's kicker has kicked it, and it will be deep, and I mean like 9 yards deep. So Chelsea take over first and 10.
That's right. Jackson, while they're changing over here, just for the audience, describe how the field is set up here at the Met compared to a baseball field.
If you know Oakland Raiders, it's kind of like that, but the Hoover Bucks covered up the dirt, so we don't have to deal with dirt. And,
right.
Here we go. And it's with the lights and everything. It's a really cool atmosphere here, and it reminds me a lot of Mountain Brook, but a lot bigger with the lights and everything. And very nice field.
All right, Chelsea takes over 1st and 10. Jadari McKinney going in motion. Ball snap. Dodson looking to throw. Looks like he tried to set up a screen. Just was not able to complete it, which is probably for the best.
Right. Again, Hoover's just bringing 4 guys, and Carter has no time at all. And they're dropping 7, so, coverage is good on the back end. He's just running for his life.
Well, Richard, I think
He's able
Hoover,
to get rid of it, though.
Yeah, I think Hoover's confident they can stop Chelsea with their front 4.
Right.
I don't think they believe they've got to have pressure. They can drop those 7 players because they got a strong enough front 4 to stop the run.
But they also are mixing it up some with some safety blitzes.
Oh, yeah, you're right. All right. Leighton Gerard, first carry of the game there on 2nd down and 10. He's going to pick up about a yard. Leighton, the senior tailback, got hurt first play of the first game this year down at the Crampton Bowl, and they came back several weeks ago. What you got?
I was just going to say, that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, that will conclude. There's a wall here. I can't even see it.
Let me slide down a little bit.
No, you're fine. All right, Rich, that's going to conclude the first quarter. Chelsea 0, holding their own against the powerful 7A Hoover Bucks.
Right.
We'll be back 7-0 Hoover. We'll be back after this message.
Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football is sponsored by Hayes Eye Center. If you live anywhere near Chelsea, you know the name Dr. Robbie Hayes. Dr. Hayes and his staff provide personalized eye health and vision care for the whole family. Located right off Highway 280 in the Chelsea Med Plaza, the phone number is 205-678-2020.
Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football is supported by community and business partners, including Columbiana Tractor. Columbiana Tractor stays small, but sells big. Columbiana Tractor is Central Alabama dealer for LS Tractor and Skag Power Equipment. They also carry a variety of LS, Titan, and DHE equipment. At Columbiana Tractor, they are happy to help you find the equipment and service you're looking for. Family owned and operated, Columbiana Tractor can be reached at 205-670-0054. All right, we're back here to start the second quarter. Taking a moment of silence here. Hoover doing a stand for cancer. Everybody was handed a piece of paper. You could write someone, a loved one or a friend that has battled cancer of any kind. And so they're taking a moment of silence, and the players and the band and parents are all holding their paper up. Cancer is a terrible thing. You don't want my personal opinion on cancer. I think there's a cure out there, and I think it's too much of a moneymaker for these doctors and hospitals, and that's why they don't cure it.
That's right. And cancer is one of those things that touches just about everybody's life, whether it be anything from skin cancer to lung cancer, prostate, breast cancer. In October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We just celebrated Childhood Cancer Month and Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. And it's an awful, awful thing, Ray, and I agree. After all these years, you would think there'd be some way.
Yeah, there is.
And
they got it locked up.
Yep. It's down there in
Cancer's
Area 51.
Cancer's a booming business in the medical field.
Oh, yeah.
All right, twins right, single receiver. Here comes Emerson in motion. Dotson takes a snap, got time, looks to throw. Now he's tucked it and took a snap. Carter's taken two sacks tonight that I just think were maybe uncalled for. I thought he had a guy open early, and he kind of cocked and held, and I thought he was going to let go of it, and he just held on to it a little too long.
Right. You can't continue to take sacks deep in your own territory. You got to throw that ball out over the sideline there.
Throw it to an open area.
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
Just get rid of it. You can't hold on to it. And I'm sure Coach Cassidy, the offensive coaches, are preaching that to them. I thought the offensive line did a pretty good job that time. Again, Hoover only brought 4 guys, and we held them off for a while. He had time to throw it. Just nobody to throw it to.
That's right. All right, 4th down to about 17. Seymour standing about 2 yards deep in the end zone. Hoover coming again for the ball. Nice end-over-end kick. Took a Chelsea bounce. Thank goodness it wasn't able to be returned. Going to roll down to the 44-yard line of the Hornets. Of the Bucks, excuse me.
Yeah, down that time by 41, the deep snapper, Kirkland. And
son of Ben Kirkland. Coached him in football years ago.
Yeah, he does a good job. And he's hustling down the field. You can't just snap it and stand there. You got to snap it and get down the field. And I know he's had some good guidance with I meant to wear we got our T-shirts from
Xander?
And
I
his
wore
dad.
mine
Yeah.
twice.
Well, we need to wear it.
on.
We'll wear it next week on air for you.
All right. All right, 1st and 10 for the Bucks. Ball on the far hash mark, 44-yard line. Twins left, single receiver back to the right of Shoeback, the quarterback. Snap. Shoeback goes to throw, trying to throw a fade route on to number 4.
Should have been intercepted, but I thought it was offensive pass interference.
I thought he drug him down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Chris McNeil, again, in perfect position there, running step for step with number 4, right inside of him. Good position there. And I think number 4 kind of pulled him down a little bit. Otherwise, I think Chris would have intercepted it.
Number 4, 6 foot, 155. Hoover doesn't seem to be in their skill position, loaded with heavy, big guys, but they're lean and tall.
Right.
All right, after the incompletion, 2nd down and 10, Hoover flips to a trips formation, all 3 down here on the near hash mark. Shoeback looks to throw, throws just an out route, incomplete. Intended receiver number 2.
That's a long pass.
Still remember he's a freshman.
Yeah, he's a freshman. He's a little, what do we call that, right? The little inside receiver just ran a little speed out there.
Yeah.
And he's throwing from the left hash, and that ball was thrown out here to the numbers.
Yeah.
And that's
about a
long
35-yard throw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is on a line. And just didn't have quite enough accuracy.
The play before that, Coach Cassidy was wanting offensive pass interference.
Yep.
But the ref explained it to him. Both guys were fighting for the ball. So that's the explanation for that, for the no offensive pass interference call there.
Well, there
call.
you go.
All right, 3rd down and 10. Another 3rd down. Shoeback looks to throw, getting pressure, rolling to his right, throws to wide open guy just out of the reach. So, Richard, we might actually see the punt team for Hoover here, and we do. I think we see number 36 is a starting punter.
Punter or the deep snapper.
And I'm sure some people didn't think Hoover would punt tonight.
Right.
Yeah, he's going to be the long snapper, number 36.
Hey, yeah, that time Hoover had a guy here in the flats open. I don't know that he made enough for a first down, but he just dropped it.
He would have to turn upfield quick.
Yeah. So here's the deal. We don't have anybody over here.
Oh, my gosh. Get somebody over here.
Coach,
oh, my gosh.
You got to get.
There's a wide open guy over here.
And they're about to fake it.
No,
there
thank
we
goodness,
go.
Chris McNeil.
Yeah, receiver knew it too.
That's Chris's job out here to run out here
They got
and
enough.
see that. Yeah, I think they only had 10 players. All right, Hoover going to be punting. I think we got a timeout.
There's a flag on the play down here on this end for a delay game.
Yeah, I'm about to say they tried to run the guy in late. That's going to back him up there, Ray.
Yeah, back him up 5 yards. So it's
Yeah.
going to be 4th and 15. Ball back to the 39-yard line now. Who's back deep for us? That
Yes.
MJ? I didn't see who it was.
Jackson, MJ or Jadarian?
It could be Jadarian. All right, ball snap. I thought we had a chance to block it. High, tight spiral. Going to catch it at about the 19-yard line. Looks like it is MJ Conrad, number 6, the senior wide receiver. He was this week's interview. Jeff Beavers, every week at Chelsea Living, does a weekly little podcast interview where he interviews a coach of the week and then players, and MJ was one of those players. Great video this week, Jeff. Thought you did a fantastic job. I mean, I would say it's odd you hadn't had the radio guys on that little thing, but that's okay.
We're on every week, Ray.
We are.
Look,
we are on every
got
week.
The booth cam right now.
There we are right now.
The last week for the booth cam, guys.
All right, Richard, 1st and 10 at the 19. Dodson hands it off to Emerson. Biggest run of the game for Emerson Russell. Picks up about 6 on the play.
Yeah. Good job that time by the offensive line, giving the guy a little bit of a run, Ray. And that time, 56, Jacob Glidewell, back at center, I believe, took that nose guard and just drove him out of the play, which gave Emerson a chance to pick up nice yards on 1st down.
All right, 2nd down and 4. Single receiver to the right. Dodson throws a quick pass. Shuttlesworth, there's his drop of the game. He has won a game.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Right.
And let's just go ahead and get it out of the way. So last week he dropped one in the first quarter, and he made some fantastic catches afterwards. So we'll take that drop right there, and maybe next time he has an opportunity, he'll make the catch.
Yeah, he's been clutch coming across the middle of that big frame. But like you said, he does have one drop a game, but he had several. I think he had 5 or 6 catches.
I thought you was trying to give Cooper's name
we're not
away
giving-
there for a minute.
No, we're not giving Clutch his hands. Not giving him Clutch Cooper his name away, but.
All right, trips left. Dodson rolling to his left, throws it out here in the flats to Jadarian. Jadarian makes the first guy miss. Richard's going to have enough for a first down. Way to be strong there.
Yep.
What is the Hoover The defensive back was like he was pointing like something was pointing. I don't know what he's pointing at.
I think he was arguing with his somebody on the sideline there.
Oh, maybe.
But I thought Jadarian, the move of that play right there was he ducked under one tackle.
He did.
He ducked under it, let the guy go over him, and then he was able to push forward for another Hornet first down.
All right, big first down for the Hornets right there. Ball sitting at the 34-yard line. Kind of wasting a little time in a little huddle. Nick Solinsky and MJ Conrad going out wide to the far hash mark. Dodson takes a snap, hands to Emerson over right side. Emerson tries to pick a hole to run through. He breaks the tackle, Richard, gain of about 5. For a minute, I thought we were about to get tackled in the backfield, and Emerson put it in another gear.
Yeah, he did, and I think the Hoover guys ran into each other trying to get to him. He's hard to get your hands on, and he did a great job on first down again. Again, we're staying ahead of the chains on first down. You mentioned Solinsky. I think Solinsky is probably our best blocking wideout.
Well, there you go.
After last drive, Coach Cassidy pulled the offensive line over and got on them. So I would look to offensive line this and come out with a little firepower and block a little bit better this drive.
Well, so far they are. Second down and 5. Ball handed to Leighton Gerard. Leighton, you know what's so funny is Leighton, I think, I'm not saying he runs with his eyes closed. I don't believe he does. But he runs like you pull a string to the end zone.
Yep.
He runs north and south. He doesn't go right. He doesn't go left. He runs straight ahead. All right, third and short. Leighton closes his eyes again and picks up a big first down. Richard, we have now – what a spot down here by the side, Judge.
Yeah.
That is the worst spot. He
fell
might have
on
had
the
his
50.
eyes closed.
Right. He was down on the across the 50, and they
What
wanted to get back
in
on
the
the 49.
world? All right, either way, first down. I thought we crossed the 50. I was kind of excited for a second.
Look, I don't if Leighton's getting 3-4 yards, 5
Hand
yards
it
to
to
drop,
him.
blindfold him.
Yeah,
it don't
that's
matter.
true.
Just tell him to follow the noise.
All right, Twins left. Ball at the 49 of the Hornets. 2 backs in the backfield along with Emerson in the pistol formation. Ball handed to Emerson up the middle. He's fighting, trying to keep from getting killed in the backfield. Hoover had about 4 orange jerseys, and we lost 1.
Yeah, that's number 1, Caleb Jackson, the middle linebacker, 5'11", 205. And he just came through, blitzing through, ran through the gap there, and dropped Emerson for a loss of 1.
Yeah, we were up to the 49. Now we're back to the 48. 30 seconds on the play clock. 7:31 left. Hoover with a 7-0 lead. Chelsea holding their own against the mighty powerhouse 7A Hoover Bucks. Twins left. 2 backs in the backfield with Dotson. There goes motion by Jadarian. Jadarian is a decoy, throws the ball out to EJ on like a little quick slant, pickup of about 7.
Yeah, another good pickup on an early down, and good zip on the pass that time by Carter. And, you wouldn't know. I know this is his 9th game of the year as a sophomore, and he's made strides each week.
Oh,
when he's
no
had
doubt.
time, when he's
Yeah.
had time to throw, he's done a good job of finding his receivers.
I agree. 3rd and a long 4, maybe short 5 here for the Hornets. They are in Hoover territory at the 46-yard line. 3 backs in the backfield with Dotson. High snap. Dotson picks it up, throws it.
There's a guy.
Yeah, there is a
But
guy.
I don't know if it made it
Let's
past the
see.
line of
I have
scrimmage.
not seen a flag. It did not cross the line of scrimmage.
But there was a guy in Emerson was out in the flats there.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be grounding.
I won't
'cause
be
we had a
honest with you.
receiver
It's
in
not.
the area.
It's not. They're giving it Emerson in the area, so no grounding.
Yep.
And I believe the Hornets are going for it
I
here.
would too. I think you ain't got nothing to lose at this point. I'd go for it here as well.
Good job by Carter gathering that ball up and getting away with it. I'm telling you, not only did Coach Cassidy talk to the offensive line, I think he talked to Carter about getting rid of the ball.
Yeah. All right, 4th down right here. Twins right, Twins left. Ball sitting between 2 hash marks. Dodson looking to the sideline. Emerson Russell, the lone back, just off to the right. Dodson calling a quick play. 10 seconds on the play clock. Trying to draw Hoover off again. Didn't work.
I think
Down
we'll
to
get
6.
timeout.
No, yeah, I think that's fine, but I definitely think you go for it here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Richard, we have 6 minutes, 38 seconds here in the second quarter. Hoover 7, Chelsea 0. We'll be back.
Ridgecrest Homes is honored to support Chelsea High School football. Ridgecrest Homes are well built and affordable. If you're looking for a floor plan that suits your family, Ridgecrest can help. 205-980-2877 or ridgecresthomes.net.
The Chelsea Hornet Quarterback Club and Cool 96.9 would like to thank Alabama Plate Cutting Company for their sponsorship. Alabama Plate Cutting Company is an organization built on timeliness, quality, and cost effectiveness. They strive to partner with customers to develop long-lasting relationships that will improve profitability. Whether you're looking for a single piece or require numerous truckloads, Alabama Plate Cutting Company can handle your needs. More information can be found at alabamaplate.com. All right, here on fourth down with 6:38, Chelsea down 7. This is going to be a run play, Richard, or some kind of funky halfback pass. He's got it. He's got a man open, but he underthrew it. Love the play call.
Yeah.
But it was it's tough to throw that play to the short side of the field. Who's hurt?
That's Christian.
Oh.
He's all right. Feelings are hurt.
Yeah. Not a very good pass. He had a lot of pressure on him. Now he feels like what Carter Dodson feels like.
Right.
But I thought we had a guy open there. We tried to run a little halfback pass. Just wasn't. You could tell that's what was happening.
Right.
We a little overcompensated for going backwards. All right, 1st and 10 for the Bucks at their own 46-yard line. Duckworth takes it, hands off to the stud tailback number 3.
He gone.
The only way he's going to get down is if he falls down. Wait a minute, I said that. Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. First, he looked like he'd been shot out of a cannon, but I ain't going to lie. I got an antenna, got a camera. I didn't see the guy coming from the safety position.
Yeah, Rage and Tribble came from his corner. He was able to recover and had good pursuit drill on him, was able to get him and slow him down, and then Cheslock was able to get there and bring him down.
1st and goal, ball at the 9, handoff up the middle, goes nowhere. Love to see all the white jerseys and blue pants coming after him right there.
But let me tell you who stuck him. That's the one Brady Clements, number 3, ran into a brick wall there after he picked up about a yard or so.
You know who we hadn't mentioned tonight, and I hadn't even seen him out there now that I'm saying?
Who's that?
Cody Fortenberry.
Yeah, he's out there. He was in on a tackle early. He's out there. I see him right there on this side right there by the cornerback. But, yeah, he made a tackle earlier, but it's been pretty quiet.
All right, 2nd goal from the 7-yard line. Little play action. Duckworth rolls to his right, got pressure, has a man open, just overthrows the receiver wide open. Speaking of Cody Fortenberry, he was the one on pursuit on that play.
Yeah. Look, number one, one of the main rules in this defense, this 3-3, 3-4 defense, is if you're at that outside linebacker position and the quarterback rolls out to your side and breaks outside the tackle, your job is to come get him. And Cody did that, but when he did that, that gave some a throwing window there. Luckily, the freshman was able to miss his target. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal, Ray. Big 3rd down here.
It is big 3rd down. Big 3rd down and goal at the 7-yard line. Twins right, single receiver. Duckworth hands the ball off. Richard Jackson Laughlin, big tackle right there. I bet you Hoover kicks field goal here.
But
what
again,
you got?
He's got it. But again, guess who it was that came up and strung it out and made him turn it inside? That'd be number 23, Cornwell. He's done that a couple times already tonight and had a fumble recovery. So his job is to come up and set the wall, as Joey Neal would say. Come up and set the wall, turn it back in so your teammates can help you. And good job at time by the Hornets, stopping them on 3rd down.
All right, 1st and 4th and goal here. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and it looks to be good. 4:53 left here in the 2nd quarter, Richard. Hoover 10, Chelsea 0. Brett Hall, you want to give us a scoring recap?
Yeah, they went 4 plays, took them about 2 minutes, and they went about 50 yards to make a field goal.
Yeah.
My wife got a pickle in her hand. You like,
Pickle.
I love pickles, but I don't like
They bring
just
us
holding-
anything?
They brought me a water. I got a water.
I said, they brought you a water?
Well, my wife did.
Oh, well, my wife didn't bring me anything. She had a cookie in her hand. I think she forgot to leave it.
Mandy had a pickle, a cookie. She had all kinds of stuff.
She's there up here in the suite with Miss Kimberly Waldrop. Got to see Kimberly before the game and their son. But, hey, Ray, we got a ball game, man. 4:53
really
left
do.
to go here in the half, and it's just 10-0. Hoover Bucks. And Chelsea's had some success moving the ball.
Yeah.
We got to get some points on the board soon.
Well, Richard, let's not take anything away from the Hornets. Hoover is playing with a freshman 3rd-string quarterback tonight.
That's all right.
I agree. Hey, we'll take anything you give us.
Look.
1st-string quarterback broke his collarbone 2 weeks ago. 2nd-string guy out with the flu. And so the 3rd-string freshman has had some success this year, so he's a starter tonight. He's missed some open guys. But you know what? We'll take anything we can get, and don't take nothing away from our defense and our offense. Defense has played great. Hoover scored from the 15-yard line after a big punt return.
Right.
And
right.
so, I mean, it's not like the defense has given up a long drive.
No. They gave us a big run a while ago. But other than that, they've held their own on the running game.
I agree.
We got to get some stops, though. We got to get some points.
Yeah, like to
pretty
see a little big play here for the Hornets. Twins right, twins left. The ball sitting between the hash marks on the 20. Dodson calls for the snap, hands to Emerson Russell. Emerson, big run up the middle, Richard. He's breaking tackles. He's still on his feet. Hoover just throws him down. Pickup of about 30 yards. Matter of fact, 34 yards if you want to be exact.
Yeah.
Depending on the spot. 1st and 10 for the Hornets at the Chelsea 45-yard line. How awesome it would have been if when they tried to throw him right there, he kept his balance and he took off and scored.
He ran 30 yards and got thrown 4.
He really did.
Gave him a 34-yard gain. Hornets are all the way up to the 45-yard line with 4:27 left to go in the first half.
Yep, big run by the junior running back. Trips right, single receiver. Dodson looking to throws downfield, trying to throw over here. Jadarian. Hey, this MJ Conrad.
Yep.
That really was a nice play by the safety. And let me say this. I know MJ's hurting right now, but the safety could have killed him.
Yeah, and he
he
didn't.
really just took his body and ran into him. And I think he played it very well. And I think it probably just knocked the breath out of MJ right there. But, hey, Richard, let's take a break with him. Let's let MJ catch his breath, and we'll be back after these messages. All right, I lied. I didn't look to the left. Brett Hall has saved us. I didn't know David had left us.
David, he just leaves us, and we're so good. The engineer just leaves us. But hey, let's talk about our sponsors, though, Ray. We got
Tell us.
Alabama Plate Cutting Company.
Chad's sitting right here.
Yeah, Chad's sitting right here in front. I believe they're still hiring. We got Ridgecrest Homes, Hope for Gabe,
Liberty
Chelsea
Moving.
Chiropractic,
Yeah.
Liberty Moving.
Robbie
Without them-
Hayes.
Robbie Hayes. Without them, we would not be. Don't forget, we got Brett
Shirley
Hall
Hall,
right behind us.
EXP.
Shirley Hall, yeah. But yeah, I think it got him in the ribs that time.
I think it
Ray,
did,
and just
too.
kind of knocked. And I think his feelings were. He was making a great try there. And look, Hoover's giving him high fives as you run off the field because it was a great effort there. He kind of bent. I mean, I don't know how these guys.
And Richard, I believe if
contort
the
their
safety
bodies
had
whether
not
they-
been there, I think MJ would have had the catch.
Yeah, great pass. Here's what Carter did: is he threw it. What
What's wrong?
was that? 4th down?
No.
Oh, that's right. We were up here on the 40. Wait a minute.
He came off holding his shoulder. It's his right shoulder. They're going to check that out real quick for him.
Was there a penalty?
Did they call
Was
something?
it? Did they call it there? Because we just
you
gave
don't think they
15
called
yards.
targeting? Yeah,
They
we
may
sure
have.
did. We're into the 40-yard line. Emerson dipping and diving, picks up about 2. Brett, did you
we
see
miss-
a penalty?
I never saw. Maybe we were. Maybe when we put our headsets down, but we were on the 45-yard line,
And we're
we're
came up
down
to
to the
40.
40. So that they had. I thought it was targeting.
Did you?
I did think
It was
targeting.
defensive holding.
Okay,
We'll take. That's not
Either
a
one.
15-yard penalty though.
but they gave us 15 yards, and we'll take it. Are you sure it was defensive holding, Jackson? Because I think they got a personal foul.
I think they called maybe targeting, hit him in the head because he
I'm-
hit him
Yeah.
with his body.
I've asked multiple coaches and the statisticians on the sideline, and they said it was defensive holding is what they called.
Well,
Well,
they gave him 15
They
yards.
gave him 15 on a 10-yard penalty. Empty formation here on 2nd and 9. You can see Hoover bringing safety blitz off the corner. The ball on the near hash mark. Twins left, trips right. Dodson looks to throw. He better throw in a hurry, and he doesn't. That's where Dodson has to learn. You know you have no help in the backfield. You got to get rid of it quick.
Yeah.
Hey, an interesting tidbit here.
What you
Emerson came in with 952 rushing yards, so he's close. And with that 37-yard run he had earlier, he's extra close now. So let's keep an eye on that now.
Yeah.
Good. We'll take
Yeah.
it. Hey, that's great. 7A
1,000
football.
yards in 7A football says a lot about Emerson, but it says a lot about the job the offensive line and just the offensive blockers in general, the wideouts are doing for him.
Richard Ray Bridgman down here, number
Yeah.
19 in the ball game. Here comes motion by Jadarian. He's coming over to make it Twins left. Dodson hands a little smoke screen to Emerson. Emerson's going to get grabbed. What I hated as a running back was to pass my lineman standing around watching.
If you don't watch, buy a ticket.
Emerson literally ran by 2 linemen, and both of them were just standing there going, oh, my gosh, that looks fun.
Yeah. that used to be one of our favorite sayings. If you're going to sit around and watch, just go buy a ticket and sit in the stands.
Yeah, you remember the great Coach Sims?
Yep.
If you didn't block on the offensive line, he would hand you the football and let us block,
Yep.
and he would say, step out of the way and let
Yep.
him get smashed.
And that time, the past 2 plays, Hoover, their defensive line, they turn it on, turn it off.
Yeah, they do.
You know.
All right, 4th down punting situation here. We drew Hoover all sides. You know, Richard, and don't get me wrong, not questioning any play call right here. Why show that? And I'm asking as a defensive guy, why show that on a 4th and 20? Save that right there. Put that in your back pocket for a 4th and 5.
Well,
4th and 6.
Right. But you could do it again, and it's probably going to work again. But, I mean, you're still too far away to fake it here. But what that does, Ray, is that gives you a chance to pin Hoover back a little bit deeper.
It does. And
I
ain't questioning Coach Cassidy at all. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying I'd hold that was a nice little shift in motion right there. I'd save that sucker for 4th and 5, and that way you don't give another team, which I know we only have one other game, you don't want to give any team any ammunition. In fact, Coach Walter's trying to call a timeout. Look at him. I'm seeing him down the field. Yep. He's like, my gosh, give me a timeout for heaven's sakes.
Right. Well, and
I think there was a little confusion with the clock there. Coach Cassidy was wanting them to run the clock and reset the play clock. Waldrop's wondering what's going on.
Yeah. Jackson, we might have to get you to move to the Hoover sideline.
Yeah. We hear about every third word.
Yeah. Coach Waldrop's arguing with the white hat. He's like, look, I tried to call a timeout at about 1:30, and I couldn't get the side judge to call the timeout, which I didn't understand that, which I don't care that they didn't get it. But, I mean, Wade's got a point.
Yeah. If you call timeout, you should get it as soon as you call it.
All right. So it's 4th down and 14 here. Chelsea does have the ball in Hoover territory at the 44-yard line. Who called timeout there? Wade did. We just talked about that. David, you'll think this is funny. What, did you lose a bet when you come back from the –
Check.
Where'd you get that jacket at? We didn't know
on.
you wasn't standing there. They took a timeout. We had an injury. And we took a timeout, and we're like, all right, Dave, we're going to take a break. And I come back, and Brett goes, hey, there ain't nobody over here. So we went ahead and just kept talking. All right, Richard, 4th down. Jack Seymour on the field. Chelsea shifts back into a different punting formation. We shift again, and we drew Hoover off sides again. So good job, you know. And listen, Coach Cassidy, look, he's head coaching over there. I'm just excited we keep drawing them off sides. We do it 2 more times, we'll have 1st down.
Yeah. Well, now you're into the area. It was 4th and 9. And
might start looking to go for it.
The team on the guys go for it again. Coach got a smirk on his face and said, we're not.
No.
Or fool him once, can't fool him twice. Can't fool him 3 times.
All right, Darth Vader.
Yeah.
All right. Still same punting formation, ball at the 39-yard line. We snap it this time. But what it does, that's going to be running into the kicker.
1st down.
Yep. And you know what? I'm sure Coach Waldrop's frustrated with that because he's like, you don't have to run it. And Coach Waldrop punted at UAB, so he knows all about special teams.
Yep.
And to run into the punter is just crazy.
Yeah.
No. They said 4th down, 5-yard penalty.
5 yard.
He literally about took him out at the hip.
That's crazy.
I think he said, it's a 5-yard penalty. But I bet we go for it now because it's going to be 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a 5-yard penalty.
That's crazy.
He said running into the kicker.
There was not – well.
He ran into him all right. But, hey, look.
Hey, we're going for it.
Yeah, we should be.
You have nothing to lose. You
I
got
agree.
a minute 8
like
left
it.
here. Because you're not gonna gain much.
No.
And as fast as they come in, what if they had blocked the next one? So good job here, good call.
Trips formation, single receiver, ball snap. We got whistles. Timeout, Hoover. All right, this time David is back. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with 1:08 left here in the second quarter. Your Chelsea Hornets 0, Hoover 10.
Ray, did I hear you've been having some back issues?
Richard, I just chalk it up to getting older. I hurt my back this week putting my sock on. I think I'm going to go get it checked out.
Have you ever tried going to a chiropractor? We have one right here in Chelsea that I'm sure would love to help you.
Would that happen to be Dr. Justin Fogo at Chelsea Chiropractic?
That's exactly who I'm talking about. Chelsea Chiropractic has a friendly and courteous staff and a comfortable atmosphere, and they have a convenient location at 398 Chester Drive.
Now, Richard, I've heard they have acupuncture, dry needling, spinal decompression, and traction, and they also have Class 5 MLS M6 medical laser. I think you're right, Richard. I think I just need to go see Dr. Justin Fogo at Chelsea Chiropractic.
Chelsea Chiropractic, 205-678-1000.
Chelsea Chiropractic is a proud supporter of Chelsea Athletics.
Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football is sponsored by Hayes Eye Center. If you live anywhere near Chelsea, you know the name Dr. Robbie Hayes. Dr. Hayes.
All right, we're back. 4th down, ball snap. Dodson rolling to his right, has a guy open. He's not going to be able to run it. Throws a quick pass, catches it. Jydarian just going to be short of the first down. Hey, let's give credit.
It may be close enough to measure.
No, he's a yard short. Give credit to Dodson. He knew this 4th down did him no good to hold on to it, and he did what we've been talking about. He threw the ball. So, hey, kudos to Carter Dodson, the sophomore right there. Look, getting rid of it, do what you can. And now Hoover's going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Yeah, 69 yards to go here. 56 seconds left to go in the game, or in the half. 10-0, Hoover Bucks. Here's the deal. You can't let anybody behind you.
Nobody.
Not
your mama, not anybody. Hide your kids, hide your wife. We can't let anybody behind us. Chelsea looks like they're bringing some pressure here. I mean, everybody looks like they're coming. Ball snap. Duckworth throws a quick pass. That's got to be a hold. Good night. Your boy, 23 Cornwell, looked like he was accosted. He's limping, too.
Yeah, I think he got stepped on as he was getting blocked there. I agree. He did a great job of flying up. He recognized that it was going to be a little bubble pass, and he went flying up. There comes the big number 3 running back.
He ain't even really that big, but he's fast.
Yeah, he looks like he comes in about 6 feet. He's going to be out there in the slot formation.
All right, trips left, empty formation, twins right, ball in the near hash mark. Duckworth looking to call a snap. He throws a quick pass out in the flats. He's got one guy, Cornwell, on the cover, but it looks like Cornwell limping. Cornwell, bless his heart, giving everything he has, just not able to catch up with the receiver.
Yeah, Rage and Tribble. Owen Key coming down to make the tackle there from the safety position. He got out of bounds, though, Ray, and stopped the clock with 39 seconds left.
Yep, Hoover making some subs on the wide receiver front. Trips right, tight end up to the left, running back to the right of Duckworth, the freshman quarterback. Ball sitting at the 48. Duckworth rolls to his right, has pressure, throws. Nice pass by the freshman on that play. Might be the nicest pass he's thrown all night.
Yeah, just a little out route. It looked like about a 10-yard dig there. And hit him in stride right at the – was able to get to completion, the first down, and get out of bounds with 33 seconds left. Got to keep him out of the end zone here, right here before the half. Played a heck of a first half.
Yeah, we have. All right, the ball sitting at the 39-yard line. 2 fullbacks up, 2 receivers. Ball in the near hash mark. Duckworth's got his running back in the pistol formation. Yep.
Little surprise.
Listen, trick play.
Yep.
Like it.
Yep.
I love trick plays. When it first happened, I said, what is going on? And the freshman missed not a wide-open receiver, but might be the most wide-open receiver we've seen all year.
Yeah, and we got away with a defensive hold, which is good. What happened is that the only people that moved was the center, the quarterback, and 1 receiver. And luckily for us, they were not able to complete that, Ray.
All right, 2nd down and 10. Nice little trick play. Hadn't seen that one all year. Trips left, single receiver right, running back to the left. Duckworth goes to throw. Bennett on the – Bennett – listen, Bennett was in his grill.
Yep.
Duckworth ran backwards, and he misses another wide-open receiver. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, a little screenplay that time. The defensive line was let go, and Bennett came through there like he was shot out of a cannon, was in the quarterback's face. He overshot his running back there.
All right, trips left, single receiver, ball still sitting at the 39-yard line, near hash mark. Here comes pressure. Duckworth looks to throw. That's got to be a hold, and it is. Nice catch. Well, did it catch or go incomplete? I can't tell. It's going to be a holding penalty. I mean, it wasn't a hold. It was a WWE tackle.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, terrible. Good call by the umpire right there. That's you know what that is, Richard? That's a meat sweats penalty.
Give us a grade, Ray. What do you
look?
What's the meat sweats first half grade
of these officials? Look.
Other than you can't give them an A.
No.
Because that should have been roughing the punter. roughing the kicker a while ago.
Yeah.
I was talking with Mr. Robbie. He said it may have been more acting than anything. It was
No,
it was not.
no.
Tell
He said
Robbie
it
he
looked
needs
a
to go see an eye doctor.
Tell Robbie
I think
needs
he
to get
knows
in
a
his
good
own
one. I think he
chair.
knows a
Tell
good
him
one.
he needs to go see an eye doctor. That was roughing the punter.
That was not acting. All right, big penalty, third and about 23. Duckworth goes to throw. Big sack right there. Number
Look at
9, Anderson
Anderson
Brooks. Huge tackle.
Huge.
The quarterback
Huge.
never saw it.
And you know what? The clock is going to run out here at the half. Speaking of the half, and how appropriate that Anderson Brooks comes up with the big, huge sack coming from his middle linebacker position, because after the Chelsea Hornet band here in just a few minutes takes the field, and we show that, you get to listen to that. Anderson's dad,
Michael
Brooks, the president of the Chelsea High School quarterback club. Let's go to Coach Jackson.
Coach Cassidy. How about Coach Cassidy here? Coach, it's a close game. What do you need to see from your offense in the second half?
Hey, I mean, we just got consistency. You know, we had a couple good plays, then and let some leak through. You know, we just got to keep playing a little bit better up front. You know, they're pretty good on defense. Don't forget that. Now.
Yeah.
You know, just got to figure out how to block them a little bit better than we have been.
Perfect. Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you, Jackson. Thank you, Coach Cassidy. Jackson, head up this way. He's going to do the interview on Michael Brooks. We are going to turn this over to the Chelsea High School band. Thank you for listening to the first half of Cool 96.9. Chelsea 0, Hoover 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, under the field direction of drum majors Abby Johnson, Miles Langman, and Emma Shaw, and on behalf of Superintendent Dr. Lewis Brooks and Principal Dr. Brandon Turner, we are proud to present the 2022 Chelsea High School Marching Hornet Pride. Band director is Perry Lonnie, assistant director is Trace Johnson, color guard captains are Lady Cohen, Julie Davison, Lindsay Houck, and Gracie Strillman. Majorette captains are Samantha Abbott and Isabel Deloach. Dance line captains are Lauren Anderson and Zoe Shelman. And president is Michael Gowan. Our show title is Road Trip. Show music includes Life is a Highway, Shut Up and Drive, Highway 20 Ride, and Vehicle. Drum majors, is the band ready? Put your hands together for the Marching Hornet Pride.
Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football is sponsored by Hayes Eye Center. If you live anywhere near Chelsea, you know the name Dr. Robbie Hayes. Dr. Hayes and his staff provide personalized eye health and vision care for the whole family. Located right off Highway 280 in the Chelsea Med Plaza, the phone number is 205-678-2020.
Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football is supported by community and business partners, including Columbiana Tractor. Columbiana Tractor stays small, but sells big. Columbiana Tractor is Central Alabama dealer for LS Tractor and Skag Power Equipment. They also carry a variety of LS, Titan, and DHE equipment. At Columbiana Tractor, they are happy to help you find the equipment and service you're looking for. Family owned and operated, Columbiana Tractor can be reached at 205-670-0054.
Welcome back, Hornet fans, to Hoover Metropolitan Stadium. I am Jackson Powers, and I'm joined by Mike Brooks. Mike, thank you. You are the quarterback sponsor, the quarterback booster club sponsor. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Well, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
So your son, Anderson Brooks, also known as Ando, ended the half with a big sack. What has it been like watching him this season?
Yeah, it's been an awesome experience. I mean, as a dad, you know, sometimes we're a little too critical of our kids, but I've been so proud of him. He's fought hard in every game going against some giants. He's been injured quite a few of the games he's played in, but he never gave up, never quit, and, you know, it's just a proud dad moment, you know.
It's one thing coming into 7A, we get to face some bigger teams, bigger schools with some nice facilities as well. So getting into the facilities, you are the quarterback club sponsor. What has the quarterback club done the last year, since you've been a part of it, to make Chelsea's facilities a little bit different to match up to the 7A talent?
So I was just elected president back about a week before Cassidy was hired. So
Okay.
I'm new to the role. It's been about 6 months, but Cassidy and I work really well together. We've Coach Cassidy identified the need for a locker room upgrade. My vice president, Haley Hanley, she is an interior designer. She and Coach Cassie met, and we met with the county and all of the right people, and she put together an outstanding plan. We presented it to the city, got funding approval. So we're just waiting for the season to end so we can start work on the locker room project, which will get us up to 7A type facilities. We got our new turf field, which was outstanding. Chelsea's been looking for that for years. But we got a lot more room to go. You know, we need better bathrooms, we need better storage, we need more stadium. We don't have enough seating for all these 7A schools and bands to come. So, yeah, we've got a lot of work to do to get up to 7A standards, but we got some plans in place, and we just got to execute them.
You mentioned those plans. What, if you can tell me anything, what future projects do y'all have made or coming up in the future besides the locker room and other things?
Yeah, there's nothing like approved financially or plans. It's just there's a lot of people working on it in the background. You know, like I said, there's talks of a new stadium, a bigger stadium for the home section, moving it to the visitor side.
Yes.
New press box over there. I mean, but that could be next season. It could be 2 years away, 3 years away. I don't know. It's going to be how the money all works out. Talking about replacing our trailer, the trailer bathroom to a more permanent structure. You know, and that'd be shared with baseball too, so that it would be a multi-sport win there. So there's things in discussion. It's just a matter of sitting down and the decision makers figuring out where the money needs to go and the priorities in the order in which we need to do it.
Because there's a spot there to build a bathroom.
Absolutely.
Just move the trailer out of the way and build a bathroom right there.
Absolutely.
Is there talks of a Jumbotron? We see the one here at Hoover. You have the one at Spain Park that was just recently built, the one at Vestavia last week. Is there talks of getting Chelsea a Jumbotron?
Yes, it's funny you bring that up because Coach Cassidy, within the last probably 2 weeks, has been forwarding a lot of emails to me about Jumbotrons or I think they're called video boards if they're not a scoreboard. I think Helena just put one in. So, yeah, we are starting the beginning stages of researching that, figuring out what it costs, how we're going to pay for it. But the interesting about these video boards or Jumbotrons is they actually are revenue generators, right? You sell a lot of ads on them. Spain Park spent a huge amount of money on theirs, but it's pretty much already paid for with the ads that they sold. So I think we can do it a little cheaper and hopefully generate profit a lot faster for the program.
I mean, we're watching Hoover's right now, and they've got ad after ad after ad just right down during halftime. Just that's how they pay for these stuff.
That's right.
So tell me a little bit about what it's like working with Coach Cassidy. You said y'all have a great connection. What has it been like working with him since he's been in under the helm?
Yeah, he's been incredible. You know, when he started, he and I both were new to the roles, and he's been amazing to work with. I'm telling you, he was the right hire at the right time for this program. I know a lot of people look at our record and maybe question things here and there along the way, but what they don't see is the work in the background. They don't see the effort he's putting into these kids, the love he's pouring into them and building them up. And, I mean, a lot of these kids are doing meals with their groups, offensive line, or the offense are meeting together and having dinners at people's houses, defense, special teams did it this weekend. That's all on his leadership, right? And it's just been a great fit for Chelsea. And we definitely needed somebody that could come in and help with a vision and build the community spirit around it. And he's done an outstanding job with that.
I joked before the season, before he retired, Chelsea's job, the job at Chelsea coming into 7A, this was the job that not many people wanted. I mean, you're coming in with a 6A school that's undersized 6A, undersized athletic, like the size of the players undersized, not an undersized school. We got tons of students. That's why we're 7A. But you're coming into a school who has been struggling in 6A football to take them into 7A, into the hardest region in not just the state, probably in all of America, one of the hardest regions in America for high school football. This was probably one of the jobs that not many people wanted. And I give Coach Cassidy a lot of credit because he's come in and been able to, he's got the city rallied around him and done a lot of stuff like that. What role do you play in getting the city kind of into the stadium and just packing out the stadium and getting the city involved?
Yeah, that's a good question. Part of it is I'm trying to figure it out, but the quarterback club has taken on, one, we knew we had a responsibility of fundraising. One, we have to pay for these coaches. We supplement a lot of coaches' pay, but other visions that Coach Cassie had, we have to have money for, right? So fundraising is a big part of what we do, but we added a component of our goals this year was community spirit, especially after the Chelsea City vote, right? The city was very divided, and it was at a weird time in the summer. And we felt it was very important to try to bring the community and rally around this football program because the timing was just perfect, right? And, we had the community pep rally, which, I mean, had thousands of people. I don't know. It's probably 3,000 people at that community pep rally. It was an outstanding event. And the student section, we've been really working with student government and the cheerleaders and the band to try to, promote the game time atmosphere and environment. And they've done an amazing job. And Coach Cassie's a big part of that. I keep getting feedback how the students love him at pep rallies, and they're really rallying around him. They believe in him. It says a lot about his character. As you said, nobody wanted this job, and he took it, and he was up for the challenge, and I think good things are coming for Chelsea in the next few years.
That's one thing. My senior year, I've been 2 years graduated. My senior year, we struggled to keep students at games. I mean, I remember arguments we would have with our senior class of guys, people leaving early, just leaving the games early. And I remember it being so frustrating. We got to get the city and get the students, just the students to show up and cheer for their own classmates. That was the big thing my senior year at least. But I was fortunate enough to be here for the Tuscaloosa County game, the new turf. I turned around. I haven't seen the Chelsea home stands packed out like it was that night in a long time, probably since the home playoff game that we played a couple years ago, back when Coach Elmore was here. So Coach Cassidy has done a very good job coming into this season. So final question here as we're winding down halftime. We got 3 minutes and 23 seconds to go. Where do you see Chelsea in 5 years as far as the football team?
Well, I mean, the goal is state championships, right? I mean, what are we doing this for if it's not to go to state playoffs and compete? I mean, that's the end goal. Can we get there in 5 years? Maybe do it sooner, maybe. Well, but that's my vision. That's what we're going to try to execute. Pretty sure it's Coach Cassidy's as well. So we got a lot of work to do to get there, to make this program attractive to players to stay or come into the Chelsea community. If their parents are trying to figure out, are we going to move to Thompson, we're going to move to Hoover? Well, what about Chelsea, right? If we can make the environment equal to some of these other programs. And look, they've got a multi-year head start over us, right?
Very much so.
So we've got a lot of catching up to do. And listen, the community of Chelsea can really help with that, right? The more they support us financially, donations, corporate sponsors, they don't have to be a city, a business in Chelsea, right? We have limited businesses in Chelsea. But look, car dealerships, we all have to buy a car. Furniture dealerships, we all have to buy furniture. And they're not in Chelsea, so let's go outside of Chelsea. And so those businesses can start advertising to our fans and to our fan base and our community. So people in Chelsea, they've got those connections, right? Bring them to us. Let us make the contact and see if we can start getting our facilities and our program up to the level of these other teams we're playing.
This is the final. How do people do that? How do businesses get to be a part of this Chelsea organization and donate money to help this cause?
Well, I mean, obviously they can reach out to me. We have, our website is, the ChelseaQuarterbackClub.com. There's definitely ways to reach out and contact us. There's sponsorship forms out there. They can follow us on Facebook and Instagram anytime. We've been very active in social media to, once again, the community spirit, making sure we're communicating, everybody knows what's going on. And that's been a very successful program for us, our social media aspect of things. So there's lots of ways to get in touch with us, and they can always reach out to Coach Cassidy, right? If they want to go directly to the boss, that's Coach Cassidy. I'm just here to support him and execute his vision. So they can go to Coach Cassidy, and he can definitely put us in touch too.
You mentioned social media being a big part of your community outreach. I just looked at my phone and looked at my screen time. It's 4.5 hours. So if you're trying to get community outreach to the students, social media is the way to go. Because,
right.
4.5 hours on my phone just today, and I was busy today doing stuff. So, I think I had 8 hours the other day. I spent too much time on my phone.
I agree, and my kids do
you
too.
Probably, you have a kid. You probably, you having 2 kids as your son of your own, you probably know that too. So we're going to go to a quick break. Thank you so much for joining us today and giving us some insight into the Chelsea Hornet Quarterback Club. We're going to a quick break, and then we'll come back with a little bit of stats.
Hey, Ray, did I hear you've been having some back issues?
Richard, I just chalk it up to getting older. I hurt my back this week putting my sock on. I think I'm going to go get it checked out.
Have you ever tried going to a chiropractor? We have one right here in Chelsea that I'm sure would love to help you.
Would that happen to be Dr. Justin Fogo at Chelsea Chiropractic?
That's exactly who I'm talking about. Chelsea Chiropractic has a friendly and courteous staff and a comfortable atmosphere, and they have a convenient location at 398 Chester Drive.
Now, Richard, I've heard they have acupuncture, dry needling, spinal decompression, and traction, and they also have Class 5 MLS M6 medical laser. I think you're right, Richard. I think I just need to go see Dr. Justin Fogo at Chelsea Chiropractic.
Chelsea Chiropractic, 205-678-1000.
Chelsea Chiropractic is a proud supporter of Chelsea Athletics.
Liberty Moving is more than a moving company. They're a moving family. They provide a safe and enjoyable moving experience to residential and commercial moving customers. This dedication to excellence has helped them become a company known for reliability, punctuality, and honesty. If you're ready to get professional help with your next move, Liberty Moving is ready to show you how they can simplify the process and help cut down your stress. With Liberty Moving, you'll know your property is in good hands and you'll know you're getting a great price. More information can be found at libertymovingal.com.
As a Chelsea High School graduate and a proud member of the Chelsea community, Shirley Hall with eXp Realty is honored to support Chelsea High School football. Shirley Hall with eXp Realty, 205-369-9076 or shirleyhallsales@gmail.com.
Welcome back to Hoover Metropolitan Stadium here. We are high atop the beautiful stadium here that Hoover has. We're doing some stats with our statistician, Brett Hall. So Brett did some stats for us. Brett, what has been the biggest stat so far this first half that has helped the Hornets stay in this game?
I think with the Hornets are playing very clean, and Hoover had 7 penalties in the first half. I think that really helped Chelsea stay in this game.
Chelsea they've had multiple drives. They've had a punt, a turnover on downs, and some more punts. They've got to be able to put the ball in the end zone. You got to score points to win football games, and that's something that they weren't able to do in the first quarter. But Coach Cassidy at halftime, we spoke with him. He said the offensive line's got to block a little bit better, and they did later on in that first half. Hoover had a turnover, and Hoover had 3 sacks, and Chelsea had one big one there to end the half.
Yeah, the
Anderson
big
Brooks.
sack at the end. I think another thing is, too, Chelsea's had 30 plays, and Hoover's had 27, but Chelsea's held on the ball for 16 minutes. So that's a big time to hold on the ball to keep them off the field.
If you keep that offense off the field, they can't score.
That's right.
And that's what's helped us out. We got to keep that going. Chelsea has 130 yards of offense to Hoover's 99. On both of them, we have 5 drives. So it's not like Chelsea and Hoover have. If you looked at the stats, you would say, okay, Chelsea's leading the game.
That's right.
And you look at the scoreboard, and it's not. So in your professional opinion, what's going to change the second half?
Chelsea just got to keep playing like they're playing and just put the ball in the end zone. They just need to sustain some drives and finish them out with some scores.
Perfect. So with 47 seconds left to go before we start back, we're going to go to a quick break before Ray Franklin and Richard Powers get back on for the second half.
Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football is sponsored by Hayes Eye Center. If you live anywhere near Chelsea, you know the name Dr. Robbie Hayes. Dr. Hayes and his staff provide personalized eye health and vision care for the whole family. Located right off Highway 280 in the Chelsea Med Plaza, the phone number is 205-678-2020.
Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football is supported by community and business partners, including Columbiana Tractor. Columbiana Tractor stays small, but sells big. Columbiana Tractor is Central Alabama dealer for LS Tractor and Skag Power Equipment. They also carry a variety of LS, Titan, and DHE equipment. At Columbiana Tractor, they are happy to help you find the equipment and service you're looking for. Family owned and operated, Columbiana Tractor can be reached at 205-670-0054.
Ridgecrest Homes is honored to support Chelsea High School football. Ridgecrest Homes are well built and affordable. If you're looking for a floor plan that suits your family, Ridgecrest can help. 205-980-2877 or ridgecresthomes.net.
All right, if you're just tuning in, thank you to Michael Brooks, Jackson Powers for the halftime interview. Michael being our quarterback sponsor or quarterback club president. I don't know why I said quarterback sponsor. Quarterback club president. This is his first year, and he has done a fantastic job. The community's behind him, the team, the parents, everybody's behind him, and we are thankful for one Michael Brooks and all he does. Thank you to Brett and Jackson for doing halftime stats. Richard?
Ray, did you hear?
Go ahead.
Hoover had less than 100 yards total offense.
Jackson and Brett were just talking about that. Hey, let me tell you this. This is crazy. I'm going to stand up. I was just sitting there for a minute. You know Hoover has 6 quarterbacks?
6 quarterbacks.
You got 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores. No, 1 sophomore, 1 junior, and 2 seniors. Good job right there by the Chelsea kickoff team. Kicking off, Jack Seymour normally puts it in the end zone. Kicked this one about the 2-yard line.
Yep.
Going to be 1st and 10 for the Bucks at about the 24-yard line.
Yeah, good job that time by number 53, Porter Schott. Ray had him listed as a freshman. And 83, we mentioned him again already, Ethan Prickett, a sophomore down on kickoff team, making a good stop, keeping them back on the 25.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Bucks. The ball sitting at the 24. Duckworth calls, throws a quick pass out here to number 4. He's going to get tackled. Well, he almost got tackled by the senior McNeil, but Chris, you know what, Chris, I felt like, and I'm not a defense coach, you know what he did? He left his feet, Richard.
Yeah, ducked his head.
He did. He ducked his head, left his feet, and just didn't bring anything with the tackle, and number 4 got away from him.
Yeah, I thought he knocked him out of bounds, but Cheslock and Fortenberry combining to make the stop there.
All right, 2nd down and 1 after the 9-yard pickup. 1st down for the Bucks with about a 3-yard run. You know, you're talking about college football on Saturday.
Yep.
They were saying today on Jockson's, listen, they were saying that that's what Tennessee's going to do tomorrow. They're going to try and throw these little now routes that they're going to try and wear the defense of Alabama out. And we need to hold them to a couple of yards and not give up 8 or 9 yards on that pass play.
That's right.
All right, Twins left. Single receiver to the right. Pistol formation for Hoover. Duckworth takes snap, hands off to the tailback, number 3. Didn't start the game, but he came in, and we saw why he is a starter. Maybe not the bigger of the backs, but definitely quick, definitely fast.
Yeah, that time Cody Fortenberry came from his outside linebacker position, like Cornwell has done several times tonight, made him cut it back inside to where his teammates are, but he picked up about 6 yards.
All right, Twins right, single receiver to the left. Chelsea looks like they're bringing a little pressure off the edge. Duckworth has his running back in. Oh, Bennett. Bennett tried, I think, time the snap right there, and he realized he had already lost his momentum. They're going to mark it off against.
Now he dropped the flag, but he moved the ball.
He did move the ball.
So it had to have been a snap infraction. The ball moved. Here's the deal. I guess they're going to call it dead ball, snap infraction. Let's see what he says.
Come on, White Hat. Give us a signal. Oh, my gosh.
But he still gave us no signal. Well, here we go. Encroachment.
That's an F, Richard.
Yeah.
Because Bennett, everybody on the line said that he moved the ball.
Right.
And they gave it to Hoover. That's going to give Hoover enough for a 1st down. The ball sitting at midfield, 50-yard line, near hash mark. Twins right, single receiver. Duckworth trying to throw. He's going to throw downfield. Does he have his guy? He does. Richard, he has completed his first deep pass of the game for a touchdown.
Yeah. Just stood over the top of Rage and Tribble that time. Went 50 yards on that one throw. Just hit him in stride. Going to put 6 on the board for the Hoover Bucks.
Yeah. He had Rage and beat, and it was probably the best, second best pass he's thrown all day. On deep balls, it's just about timing.
Yep.
And you and I, if we're arms loose and we stretch for about an hour and maybe we ate a banana, we probably could complete that pass right there.
1 out of 10 times.
Maybe. All right, kick up and good. 10:32 left in the third quarter. Hoover 17, Chelsea 0. Brett, what about that scoring drive?
It was a quick 4-play, minute and 30, 77 yards for a long pass for a Hoover Buck touchdown.
Yeah, I didn't think about them going 77 yards, but they did, didn't they?
Yeah, they
longest drive of the night for the Bucks.
Right. And we mentioned it earlier, but again, a quick strike offense that time. Brett said at 4 plays. Chelsea had the ball for twice as many minutes in the first half, but was not able to capitalize. And, all the stats are great and wonderful, but the only stat that matters is
the one on the scoreboard.
That's right.
Yep. Chelsea played a fantastic first half of football, down 10-0. Defense played their guts out. And, Coach Cassidy said earlier, got to figure out a way to score. But he also said, don't forget about how good this Hoover defense is. All right, Hoover kicker comes set, ball sitting at the 40-yard line. Big booming kick, good night. Kick is about 8 yards deep.
Yeah.
Richard Jackson said if you could talk less this half so he could talk more, he'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I told him when we can hear more than 1 out of every 4 words, that we would come to him more often.
That's right. Well, the question I asked earlier was tell the listeners, because we probably don't have as many viewers this week because we're on NFHS, was the setup of the field here. You often wondered, how can you fit a football field inside a baseball field? We'll talk about that in just a second.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Hornets at the 20-yard line. Dodson takes the snap, hands it to Emerson Russell. Emerson only goes for maybe 1.
Yeah, tried the right side of that defensive line there, and not a whole lot of room, which other than a couple of big runs that Emerson's had tonight, the Hoover defensive line's kept him bottled up.
Yeah, they have. He's had a couple of big runs, had a 35-yard run earlier. We've had some success. I know it sounds silly, either we're going forward or we're going backwards. We're not really very neutral on it. Second down, play action, and Dodson's going to get sacked on it wasn't even a blitz. That's just nose tackle.
Yeah,
number 44. He just beat his man up front. There's an Andrew Parrish. Looks like he's
Where do you think he is?
a junior in college.
He's a senior. How big do you think he is, Frank?
I'm going to go 6'2", 245.
They got him listed as 6 feet, 260.
Yeah. That's what I'd look like if I was 6 foot, but unfortunately I'm 5'10", so now I'm just fat.
Yeah.
If I was 6 foot, I'd be lean.
So you're 5'10", 260?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got you by a couple of inches.
Yeah. All right, 3rd down after the sack. 3rd and 15. Dodson only back in the backfield. Empty formation. Quick pass out here to number 17, Shuttlesworth. Going to catch it, but only about a gain of 4 on 3rd and 15. So it's going to bring up 4th and 11, Richard.
Yeah. So punt team for Chelsea is going to come back out again deep in our own territory, deep in right field. So as you look at the football field here, we're basically on the left field side of the baseball field at the Hoover Met. One end zone is right around, down the third base line from home plate down to a little past third base. Stretches from home plate all the way down to right field, which is where the football field is situated.
All right. Chelsea shifts into their punting formation on 4th and 11. 8:30 left here. Hoover coming after it again. Punt is away, a little to the right, a little what we call, wasn't quite a shank, but it wasn't. If you was hitting a driver, you wouldn't be happy.
No.
Richard, you're talking about the setup. You can see where the dirt is the infield for the baseball field. You can see it underneath the grass.
The Chelsea sideline, the Chelsea stands are right in center field. They stretch from the third base dugout side down all the way down to the right field, almost center field.
Well,
so nice little setup.
Yeah, the Barons moved from here when they built a new stadium downtown. They do. I don't know. Does anybody play baseball here?
Well, SEC championship.
It's still here?
It's still here. Yeah.
Okay. All right, 1st and 10 for the Hoover Bucks. Handoff to number 3. Oh, thank goodness he got tripped up.
There's your boy Cody Fortenberry. You mentioned him a
Yep,
while ago. Hadn't heard much from him. He's been around. That's his, third tackle of the day, but not before the Bucks picked up about 3 yards.
Yep, going to bring second down and 7. The ball sitting at the Hornet 40-yard line, far hash mark. They have trips to the right, single back in the backfield by Duckworth. Duckworth calls for the snap, hands the ball off again to number 3. He just gets behind them big linemen. They're driving 2 linemen, Richard, blocking 2, a safety and a corner.
Yeah, that's called not sitting around watching.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's a great point. Them guys are not sitting there in the backfield watching. They're driving their feet, driving downfield to hit somebody. All right, it's going to be a pickup of about enough for a first down. 1st and 10, the ball now to the 33-yard line. Same formation, play action. Duckworth throws. Nice job right there by your boy Cornwell.
Yeah, that's Cornwell. Last year he's playing that position that the one and only Kyler Simmons. Hey, you're unmuted there, Jackson. Quit tapping it.
Richard, that means he needs to tell us something.
Okay,
Jackson, what you got?
What you got, big boy?
Well, I was trying to tell y'all for the last 20 minutes that MJ's out for the second half. He's out here without his pads on, so he is done for the night.
Well,
I think we're going to go back and mute his mic, right, David? Let's go back and mute him.
Jackson, we did need to know that. Thank you so much. And we can actually hear everything you said right there. All right, 2nd down and 10 for the Hoover Bucks. Ball handed off to number 3, bounces out to the left. Richard, he's going to go 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Biggest run of the night for number 3. He's had 2 big runs tonight, but that is going to be his second biggest run. That's going to be McCammon, M-C-C-A-M-M-O-N, Lamarian. He's 6 foot, 160, not a big guy. So that's going to bring the score 23-0 with 7:12 left in the third quarter. Brett will break down our stats for us after this kick. Snap good, hold good. Kick is up, and it is good. Brett, give us the score and drive there with 7:12.
Right, it took 4 plays, 1 minute and 10 seconds. They went 43 yards for a long touchdown run for the Hoover Bucks.
How long was that run, Brett? 24, 20
some odd yards.
You know, something I've thought about here, you think they're playing football here this season, no kicking nets.
I thought about that.
Yeah, the kicking in the stands no big deal, but they kick out there and they kick into the woods, and how do you get back there to get that ball?
Look, if you look around, Ray, Hoover's got so much money around here. It's okay. There's probably 20 footballs up there in the woods.
Probably is.
We probably go get us one.
That's why the kids are so good. They have plenty of balls
Oh,
to
no,
practice with.
look, they got somebody coming out of the bullpen. He went up in the woods to get
Did
it.
he really?
Yeah, look, yeah. That may have been the one and only Cooper Waldrop, but I'm not sure if it was or not.
Richard, Matt, listen.
Yep.
Eric and Sharon Robbins with Matthew Robbins and Kendall are driving down the road. They're listening to us tonight. Listen to their Spain Park people. They're probably actually pulling for Chelsea to beat Hoover tonight, if I had to guess. They are Spain Park. Matthew's Spain Park alumni, so he's down at Auburn. Big game. I wonder if they're going to see the Ole Miss game tomorrow.
Possibly. Who's Ole Miss got?
Auburn and Ole Miss.
Auburn and Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Rumor is it could be Coach Harson's last game.
No, Jeff Beaver's turned around. Jeff, I volunteered to coach for $1.5 million. You could have been my special teams coach. $50. All right. 1st and 10 for the Hornets. The ball sitting at the 20-yard line between the 2 hash marks. Twins right, twins left. Emerson Russell to the left of Dodson. Play action. Throws a quick pass out here. Miscommunication between the quarterback and Ray Bridgman. He just didn't know the ball was even coming.
Here, let's go back to Jeff's comment. He did for $50. As long as I can come and replace Stan White.
Yeah. Richard, you can play Stan White today.
That's good.
Who's the guy that does play-by-play for them? I would replace him, but I'm going to be the head coach. Who? Andy Bergeron. If I butchered his name, roll tide. All right, 2nd down and 10. Dodson looks to throws a pass to Ray, and Ray, he's like, look, give me a chance. I'm going to try and catch it.
Every time you say Ray, I think of the movie Life.
Oh, yeah, great
Ray's
movie. Eddie
Boom
Murphy.
Boom Room.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's a fantastic
I digress.
movie. That's a fantastic movie.
It is.
All right, 3rd and 10 for the Hornets. 2 back-to-back pass plays for the Hornets, both falling incomplete. 7:04 left here in the third quarter. Hoover 24, Chelsea 0. Was 10-0 at halftime. Chelsea's given up a couple of touchdowns here in the third. Play action, little shovel pass, goes absolutely nowhere to Sloan DeWeese. Matter of fact, might even have lost a few yards, Richard.
Yeah, it's right now. Hoover's defensive front is just having their way, not giving Carter a lot of time to throw, and not giving the running backs any running lanes.
Richard, you was talking about our sponsors.
Yes.
Chad's standing right here. I'm going to get Chad to write his phone number down. If you're looking for a job, Alabama Plate Cutting is looking for machinists, welders, and one other thing. Remember what the third thing is?
I'm not sure, but you can contact Alabama Plate Company and they'll let you know.
Yeah, they will. Fourth down, Jack. Nice punt, little end over end. He's not fair catching it, so he's going to have a chance here. Had him in the backfield tackled. Hey, love to see Chris McNeil got back up to try and make a tackle. He missed one tackle and came back. There is a flag. It's going to be a meat sweat.
Peel back. Kirkland, the deep snapper, is holding his head. I don't know if he. Not sure if he knows he's still
holding
Hoover
everything, Richard.
or not. He's having a hard time getting off the field.
Bless
there.
his heart. He's
And
not
I
a big one.
I believe we got a personal foul against Hoover.
Yep, you're right.
Nailed it. Yeah, that was unnecessary.
Look, we're going to give the refs an A on that right there. How about that? Little meat sweats A.
Well, and the reason that's a penalty is because it's unnecessary, one.
Correct.
Two, you get some people hurt. And obviously, hopefully, Kirkland is okay. We'll get Jackson checking on him because it's important. The deep snapper is important, especially in the game where we've had as many punts as we've had tonight.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Richard, Hoover's going to take over 1st and 10 after the penalty. Back to their own 40-yard line. Oh, wait a minute. We can't count. We're going to go back. So I'm taking my A away.
Oh, wait. Well, they made it up.
Well, I know, but, I mean, how can you not count 15 yards?
Well, they gave us 15 earlier on a 10-yard penalty. I think they were going to just make it up right there.
Yeah, I think they were. All right, 2 backs in the backfield. Richard, we got a different quarterback back there. Duckworth is out of the game. Twins right, 2 backs. Ball handed over the right edge. Good gracious, he looks like he'd been shot out of a cannon. I think Hoover's got some of their younger kids in. That's going to be number 6 for Hoover. I got a Jordan Woolen, W-O-O-L-E-N, 6 foot 150.
Ray, you mentioned the quarterback in. There's another freshman quarterback, and that is Jonah Winston. And I said it before the game.
Name sound familiar?
Said it before. That is Jameis Winston's little brother.
Yep. NFL quarterback. Played at Florida State. Went to Hueytown High School. Then went to Florida State. Won the Heisman. Then went to the Bucks.
Now he's at New Orleans.
Yeah, sure is. All right, ball handed off up the middle. Running back for Hoover. Just lost his footing right there. 5:51 here in the third quarter. Rich is up here looking in the press box. You got Briley Powers. You got Christy Neves, Nick Neves, Colby, Shelley, Mandy, all up here to watch the ball game tonight. Yep. We're going to go down and see the Waldrops afterwards.
Then I'm going to head north.
Yep. 1st and 10 for the Bucks. Ball at the 49-yard line. Chelsea showed pressure, backed off. Winston does not want to let go of the football. Richard, one of them 6 stable of running backs that we saw tonight, I think that was number 26. Is that what number that is?
Yeah, that's 26, Kamal Anderson, the junior running back for Hoover.
He's the thickest. Was it 26
thickest.
or 28 we thought was the thickest?
26.
Yeah, he's a thick load. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
You got a size on him?
No,
He's
0.
0.
I'm going to say he's probably about 5'10", a little over 200 probably.
Yeah, they got
He's a big boy.
Jameis 5'10", so.
He may be about 5'8" then. He looks like a little bit shorter.
Yep, 1st and 10 for Hoover. Motion, ball sitting at the 39. The Winston young man's going to call his own number. I almost said Jameis. Do you hear that?
It's Jonah.
Jonah calling his own number. I guess the family wanted out of Hueytown, decided to come to Hoover. Not a bad move, especially if you think your son's going to be the next Jameis Winston.
Right. Well, you mentioned it earlier, and I heard Jackson and Mike talking about it at halftime. You know, you're playing 7A in Alabama. You're playing some pretty good football.
Yeah, you are.
And you're going to get lots of exposure.
All right, 2nd down here. Jonah calling his own number. Richard making some guys miss. What a cut. Out here to the 20-10-5 touchdown. That was a very, very nice cut about the 20-yard line. He put his left foot in the ground and bounced outside for a 6-point touchdown by Jonah Winston, the brother of Jameis Winston. What do you think life is like? And I mean this seriously. When your brother's a millionaire and he plays pro football, do you just fly all over the country to watch him play? Does he fly you all over? Does he let you come? Or, I mean, how does that work when your family member's a millionaire football player?
Who knows? Jameis may even be here.
He could be, seriously.
Ray,
you're here.
I'm here. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you about the conversation that was had in the Hoover Buck locker room at halftime.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, we got a big game next week, but it's not gonna matter if we don't win this game tonight.
Yeah.
And so I think they had to get the players' attention. And it it boils down to we've had several games this year. We've had and Mike mentioned it at halftime. We've had several games we've lost at the last minute, and those games that we didn't lose at the last minute, we played toe for toe for the first 24 minutes. But then eventually you start to wear down, and it becomes a depth thing. It becomes how many players do you have that can go versus how many players do we have that can go, and it comes down to depth.
All right, we're going to kick off. Brett, once we catch this ball, hey, we might return this one. The ball caught at the 5-yard line, not as good as a kick as we've been having. Josh Williams looks to be return man. Brett, tell us about that last scoring touchdown.
They went 5 plays, took them 2 minutes to go 64 yards. Mr. Winston had about a 40-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, Hoover's, I would say our kids have just given everything they've had in that first half. Not saying they've given up. They're still fighting hard, but,
Right, that was number 36, the junior Brandon Sims.
Okay, sorry
on
about
the return.
that.
A couple of new return guys out there. And Jackson mentioned earlier that MJ's not playing in the second half. That's when you have Ray out there.
All right, ball handed off to Leighton Gerard. Leighton lowers his shoulder, and Leighton found out right there you can't run over everybody.
No.
Because that linebacker drilled Leighton and drove him back. And Leighton's a big boy.
Leighton is a big boy. And Leighton, he came out there. That's the most speed I've seen Leighton come out of the backfield with. He saw some green grass, and he thought he hit a seam. But number 7 says, hold my Gatorade, big guy. Number 7's Bradley Shaw. Again, no size on him, but he won the battle that time. But good run by Leighton.
All right, ball second down and 7. Leighton Gerard takes the handoff, got a seam right there, and he ran over the safety on that one. So give kudos where kudos go.
Yep.
He ran over the safety, lowered his head, and he won the battle that time for a Chelsea Hornet first down.
Yeah, he does. Leighton stands up. He's pumped up. He had a nice collision that time, and he won that one, right? Like you said, and that's what football does. It builds character. He's checking out right now, but he says, you may have beat me on that, or you may have got the better of me on that first play, but I'm going to get the better of you on this one, and he did.
Ball up to the 32-yard line for the Hornets. Look like they're coming with a heavy set, a little tight, 2 tight ends. Never mind, they're bringing some receivers out. Twins right, single receiver to the left. Emerson in the backfield. Here comes Jadarian, a little tall sweep, speed sweep here around the right end. Jadarian's got a seam. Going to pick up the first down. Oh, God, he got bent back like a pretzel on that play.
He did. Let me tell you what the Hornets did that time. A new formation, Ray. I don't remember seeing it. They went tackle over, and we had an unbalanced right that time because we had Zielinski, the tight end, lined up over here in a tackle position. And I would not be surprised if we see that formation again with a little throwback to Zielinski on this side.
You talked about Zielinski being probably the best blocking receiver. I think what helps him is he lines up at tight end a lot. And I think he's gotten some good work at that tight end position, which translates out to wide receiver.
It's like Hoover's offsides.
It does. All right. Empty formation for the Hornets. Dodson looks to throw, scrambles to his right, tries to throw back across his body, and Shuttlesworth, once he gets that drop out of his system, Richard, he's gold.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he dropped one early in the game, but ever since then, he's caught everything thrown to him.
Look, I guess he follows that whole don't peek too soon.
Yeah, I agree.
He likes to get that first drop out of the way. And then he's got Velcro hands after that. Hey, nice pickup on first down. Pickup of about 7 yards, Ray, with the 1:33 left to go in the third quarter. The Hornets are down 31-0 to the Hoover Bucks.
Yep, ball sitting at the Hoover 48-yard line. We've been in Hoover territory a few times tonight. Just stall once we get over here. We ain't got a legal formation, but if we try and run a pass route up top, we got the man covered up. Pass play, it's going to be hit quick. Shuttlesworth get hit. anytime you see two guys on the line of scrimmage, either it's going to be a run or it's going to be a little bubble screen like that. And if I was playing football today, which I'm a lot more knowledgeable today than I was 30 years ago, if I played secondary linebacker and I saw that, I would come ears pinned back and ready to absolutely peel somebody's face off.
Yeah, I mean, because it wouldn't be something if you could go back.
Oh,
It's amazing how when you're 15, 16, 17 years old, you think you know everything.
and you're dumber than a suitcase full
You
of
don't have a
buttholes.
clue.
I mean, you're dumb. You're absolutely dumb.
All right, well.
That's a new analogy I've heard.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, well,
that's one and only Ray Franklin.
I was dumb. All right, third down right there. Ball play action. Dotson looking to throw, stepping up. He's going to run to his right. He's not going to make all them guys miss. Coach
That's
Cassidy, there
targeting,
it is.
yeah.
Coach Cassidy called it.
Yeah, it was shot to the head.
There is a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah. it
I
came
went to
a
the
little
back
late.
judge back here. I was like, how is that not targeting? He said, they threw a flag. They threw a flag. So
Right.
Thank
I just
you,
don't need to
Jackson.
get a flag.
Hey, yeah, how about you back away from the back
But hey,
judge?
I do have an update on Emerson's 1,000-yard mark. He is at 980 something. About 980 average. About 980. So
Yeah.
he's about 20 yards away from that 1,000 mark.
So we need a big play here.
Yeah.
Dotson being escorted off. That's going to bring the freshman Anthony Lansey out.
You cannot hit in the head.
Listen, that's our kid that got hit. I get it.
Right.
But it wasn't helmet to helmet.
No, it wasn't.
It looked like it was a forearm.
Yeah. I don't think it was on purpose. I don't think
Well,
it was
no,
on
it
purpose.
was on purpose. That's his job. I mean, it's his job to hit. No, I'm just
Right,
saying.
but I'm just
it's
saying-
his job to hit him and tackle him.
Right. I don't think there was any intent.
No,
to
I
hurt,
don't. No,
but,
no, I don't believe. I agree
But I
with you
think,
on that.
and Carter was going down.
Yeah.
As the guy came in low.
I think the flag was more for he was defenseless there. He was going down, like you said. He was going down for the slides. I think
Well,
the flag was
yeah.
for defenseless.
That's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter, Ray.
All right. Hey, at the end of 3, Hoover 31, Chelsea 0. We'll be back after these messages.
Hey, Ray, did I hear you've been having some back issues?
Richard, I just chalk it up to getting older. I hurt my back this week putting my sock on. I think I'm going to go get it checked out.
Have you ever tried going to a chiropractor? We have one right here in Chelsea that I'm sure would love to help you.
Would that happen to be Dr. Justin Fogo at Chelsea Chiropractic?
That's exactly who I'm talking about. Chelsea Chiropractic has a friendly and courteous staff and a comfortable atmosphere, and they have a convenient location at 398 Chester Drive.
Now, Richard, I've heard they have acupuncture, dry needling, spinal decompression, and traction, and they also have Class 5 MLS M6 medical laser. I think you're right, Richard. I think I just need to go see Dr. Justin Fogo at Chelsea Chiropractic.
Chelsea Chiropractic, 205-678-1000.
Chelsea Chiropractic is a proud supporter of Chelsea Athletics. As a Chelsea High School graduate and a proud member of the Chelsea community, Shirley Hall with eXp Realty is honored to support Chelsea High School football. Shirley Hall with eXp Realty, 205-369-9076 or shirleyhallsales@gmail.com.
All right, we're back for the start of the fourth quarter. I think the third quarter took as long as the first half did.
It did. It did. Well, 21 points were put on the board in the third quarter by the Hoover Bucks. But it's like Lansey's checking in at quarterback, Ray.
Yeah, if Lansey's still in there after that quarter, that means Dotson took a pretty big shot. Here comes a blitz by the Hoover Bucks. You know, if that was a quarterback read, if he'd have kept it, he'd have run for about 20 yards.
Yeah.
They're checking Dotson over here in the medical tent. One of the coaches did tell me it's more of a shoulder thing than anything else.
Yeah, I
they're
agree.
looking at.
Jackson, I agree with you. I think he looked like he took the forearm to the shoulder up into the neck area. I didn't think it was a direct hit on his helmet.
The player was also able to stay in the game. He was not ejected.
Well, good. Yeah.
It wasn't intentional.
No, twins right, twins left. E.J. Hudnall been quiet tonight in motion. Here comes Lansey. Lansey throws just a floater out there. That might be the first pass Lansey's thrown all season, Richard.
Other than on a Friday night.
Yeah, on a Friday night. He's played JV.
Yeah.
But that's his first pass, and bless his heart, his first opportunity. You know, we're talking about, though, Duckworth before tonight, he thought he was 7 for 11 for 85 yards.
Who is Duckworth? Shoeback. I don't know who does anybody know who Duckworth is? I thought his name was Shoeback.
That's his nickname.
Duckworth.
Back in for the Hornets.
His close friends call him.
Hey, we got a
Carter's
new
back
face
in.
at quarterback.
All right, good. Carter seems to be okay. He's back in.
Good to see
field there.
Carter or Colby.
He kept saying Duckworth, and I'm like, who in the world is Duckworth? All right, the Hornets are going to take a timeout. We're definitely going to have to take a timeout here.
All right, we'll be back.
Ray has
lost his mind.
Yeah, yes.
Liberty Moving is more than a moving company. They're a moving family. They provide a safe and enjoyable moving experience to residential and commercial moving customers. This dedication to excellence has helped them become a company known for reliability, punctuality, and honesty. If you're ready to get professional help with your next move, Liberty Moving is ready to show you how they can simplify the process and help cut down your stress. With Liberty Moving, you'll know your property is in good hands and you'll know you're getting a great price. More information can be found at libertymovingal.com.
Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football is sponsored by Hayes Eye Center. If you live anywhere near Chelsea, you know the name Dr. Robbie Hayes. Dr. Hayes and his staff provide personalized eye health and vision care for the whole family. Located right off Highway 280 in the Chelsea Med Plaza, the phone number is 205-678-2020.
All right, we're back here with 11:18 in the fourth quarter. Chelsea, 3rd down and 11. Dodson back in the game, which is a good thing. Dodson looking to throws a little screen pass out to Emerson, and Emerson, bless his heart, he had the ball, and he was trying to get the ball caught. Right as he did, he just looked upfield, saw orange, and a big orange man, and dropped the ball.
Yeah, number 7, we talked about him earlier. He's a big dude.
Jeff,
and,
if you can just get Riley on TV for 1 second, you can get her right here. She's standing over her shoulder. She's dying to be on TV. Yeah, but we got 4th down. Hey, this is 4th and 11.
Yeah,
this is a
4th
big
and
play.
11.
There she is. Now she's waving. We got a crowd of people up here tonight. All right, 4th and 11. Dodson looking to throw, having to scramble. Bless his heart. He tries to throw it. Hey, look, once again, give him credit. He's done what we've asked. He got rid of the football.
Yeah, he's been running for his life all night. And the offensive line, it's not like they're not trying. They're trying. They're going up. They're just going up against a very, very talented, big, fast, quick.
Look, see, Coach Cassidy comes out and greets him. You know what he's saying? He's clapping for him. He's like, hey, you did what I asked you to do.
Yeah.
You're never going to be fussed at for being asked what you do.
No.
Do what you're asked to do.
No, and like we said earlier, Jackson mentioned that Coach Cassidy was getting on the offensive line about being more physical. And I guarantee you he talked to the quarterback coach or somebody talked to Carter and said, hey, get rid of the football.
Richard, my best friend, Noah Shoeback Duckworth.
Yeah.
He's back in the game. Not sure why he had to go out. Maybe it's because he had to change the jersey names.
Yeah.
Pickup of about 4.
Yeah, but they're going to tack on 15 for a face mask. No,
5-yard penalty.
Yeah, incidental. Yeah, so, and I don't know. I mean, at Vestavia, I don't know who Vestavia and Hoover uses. I don't know if they use Jefferson County officials, but Birmingham. I think the past couple of weeks we've had some good officiating.
Yeah, that's another meat sweat. We have not been able to talk about meat sweats a lot tonight because there's not been many penalties. But we love us some meat sweat. I'm glad that you used Jeff Beavers a while ago when we were talking about meat sweats. He gave a thumbs up. He's used his. I've used mine. Brett, you got any meat sweats?
I do. I put them on some wings the other night.
Did
They were
you?
Delicious.
Let me ask you this: are you putting it on you putting it on after you cook or before you cook and let it soak in?
I put it on after it cooked, like a little dry rub.
I ain't
just to
tried
sprinkle
that.
it on
Oh,
there.
that's an idea.
That's good.
That's a good idea. You got to try. I'm telling you, make some chicken salad. Just sprinkle some in chicken salad. It's pretty good.
I saw Brad Vell at Station 31. He taught me that trick.
Oh yeah, that's
Which
good.
one?
I like it.
The
The
sprinkling
wings.
on the wings.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 2nd down and 5 right here for the Bucks. Shoeback in at quarterback, freshman quarterback. I thought the running back moved early. Shoeback throws downfield. He's overthrown. Kind of surprised they didn't throw a flag there. I felt like Chris
There it
McNeil
is.
might
There's a
have.
flag.
They did throw a flag.
They did.
Yeah, I thought Chris held on to him for a second. I don't think he could have caught the ball no matter what. But, that flag's not pass interference. That's going to be offsides or what's that flag right there going to be? I would look it down.
Hoover's backing up.
Yeah, must have been a hold or
Must have.
legal. Yeah, that's an odd place for a holding
Yeah.
flag. Huh. Richard, Coach Cassie's he's rotated a lot of players tonight. I
Yep.
love to see some of these young kids get in the game. You know, you're late in the season. You're 1-7. You know, not to saying that the Jackson Laughlins and the Ian Osborns and Bennett and all these seniors have not done a great job. But, you know, you start working in some younger guys. Quick pass out in the flats, and Richard, he's got speed. Owen Key's going to have to get him out of bounds, and he does. So he steps out of bounds just after passing the first down marker. That's just pure speed right there.
It is, and we took a little bit of an inside-out angle at our cornerback position, and you can't do that. A cornerback's got to play it outside in because you don't have anybody help. You don't have any help on the outside. You got help on the inside, and just a little bit out of position that time. But, hey, good hustle that time by, you said it was Owen Key?
Yeah, Owen Key was the one that got him out.
Yeah, good touchdown save and push.
All right, 1st and 10, the ball sitting at the Chelsea 41-yard line, far hash mark.
It's going to be a run play, Ray.
Oh, yeah, pistol formation. Ball handed off left tackle. Great job right there. Who is that right there on the ground? Because you're right, your boy, Cornwell.
Yeah.
He didn't make the tackle,
No.
but he made the tackle happen because he was pushing the guy upfield and made him turn back inside.
Right. On that play, Hoover's wanting to get outside. And the linebackers all night have done a good job of coming up and setting the wall, forcing the Hoover running backs to cut it back inside. You got guys inside. You got help inside. You don't have much help outside.
31-0 Hoover with a lead with 9:50 left in the fourth. Chelsea fighting. Play action, rolling to the right. Ball thrown out in the flat. It's going to be hit by Owen Key and your boy Cornwell.
Yeah.
He's on the play. You know what he reminds me of, and you might have said this earlier, the fellow last year, number 31.
Kyler Simmons.
Yes, Kyler Simmons.
Well, you know, and you see some young guys, you know, we mentioned Anderson Brooks with the big sack right before the half. He'll be back next year at that linebacker position. Cornwell will be back at that linebacker position next year. We got a junior defensive end out there right now, Romello Cooper, who seems to be getting some good push on that right side.
And Duckworth will be back next. You like that? I'm just
Right.
kidding. I was joking.
Oh.
I was joking. Duckworth ain't, but he.
Shoeback will be back because he's just a freshman.
No, I know. I was talking about Owen Key will be back.
Yep.
Cheslock will be back.
Yep.
So we keep some, or we lose our two corners. Got our two safeties coming back.
Yep.
Two linebackers, but we lose about everybody else.
Yeah, yeah. Who else? This 83. We mentioned him earlier. Ethan Prickett, a sophomore, playing some defensive end, and 34 Isaiah Zygert, another junior. He's playing a little bit of nose guard. They got him listed as a linebacker / running back there, but he seems to be playing a little bit of nose guard.
You know, Richard, I do question Shoeback coming out of the game for a possession. He drops back to pass, got pressure right there. Who's going to make the tackle? Oh, he missed the tackle, your boy.
Oh,
big
nice
tackle
stick.
right there. Who was that?
That's Chris McNeil.
Yeah, good
the
job
senior.
by Chris.
Yeah. Heck, Cornwell's tired. He's been in several plays today.
has.
He was in position to make the tackle there, and he just fell off. And Chris McNeil came from his corner position and laid the wood and dropped him right at first down territory.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Hoover Bucks at the Chelsea 25-yard line. Shoeback calls for the snap, fumbles the snap a little bit, but then picks it up. Bennett back in the backfield, big number 78. Yep. You know, we ain't talked about how big this offensive line for Hoover is. They're big.
They are.
I don't know that we've played, even Pelham, even Helena, Calera, we've not played a team this year that we were bigger than.
No, but I don't know that many of them have as big a hearts and effort as the Hornets do.
I agree with you 100%.
Looks like you got the starting defensive line back in.
Yep, Shoeback changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Twins left, single receiver right. Ball handed up the right side. Big number 26 bruiser of a running back just bouncing off people.
Yeah. That's big 21 Kenny Wesley. You have him listed as a freshman cornerback playing looks like he's playing a linebacker position. I don't know if he's in for Cornwell. Cornwell seemed to get a little shaken up earlier on that missed tackle, and he's out of the game right now. But, yeah, it looks like we got a new face in there at linebacker.
All right, 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Hoover has an opportunity to get a first down here. Twins left, single receiver to the right. Got a little H back there. Receiver moving up. Ball snapped, hand number 28 breaking tackles. He's a big kid.
Yeah, he is. Had him in the backfield. I believe that was Cody Fortenberry that came from his linebacker position at the snap of the ball. Yeah, that's big Cody.
Hey, give Cody
Came
credit.
up, yeah, he came up. He missed a tackle, but he kept going and still got in to get an assist on that. Loss of a 1 yard, Ray.
Richard, you know, we're talking about you don't ever want to be that team that somebody says, oh, we got to go play. They're the best 1-7 team you'll play. But you remember years ago when we played remember one of the hardest hitting, most physical teams we played would be Winterboro.
Yeah.
Wasn't always the best team, but doggone it, they were hard to beat. And they were physical. When you got done with that game, you knew you'd been in a game and you were beat, you were tired. And I think that's what Chelsea is right now. They're 1-7, but doggone it, when you're done playing them, you know you played them.
Yeah.
I mean, big pass right there.
That tackle that time was about 36, the junior Brandon Sams. Fumble.
Ball's on the ground. We can recover the fumble.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be – that's that number 21. You were just talking about him. Is that what number recovered the fumble?
Yeah, 21. He came in from his linebacker position. That's Kenny Wesley, I believe. He's in for the for 23. Jackson, if you can check on 23, because he's played a heck of a game tonight.
All right, we got the white hat fist and say something.
You know what? And I'll say it again. I think every referee in every football stadium should be mic'd up.
I agree with you 100%.
Because
had a legal procedure, a little Nate Sweat's penalty there on Hoover. We declined it. I didn't know you could decline a legal procedure.
Well,
Did he say legal formation or legal procedure? Maybe he said legal formation.
I think he said legal formation.
All right. Either way, Chelsea takes the ball over on downs, on the fumble recovery. Chelsea sliding over to the right, got Leighton Gerard, ball handed to Emerson. Emerson makes a guy miss, cuts up. Jackson, he's trying to catch up to that 20 yards he needs for 1,000 yards. But let's say this, Lord willing, if he don't get it tonight, he'll get it next week.
That's right. Heck, let's just go ahead and get it tonight.
Yeah, I agree. Emerson's, not big in stature, but doggone, he gives you everything he has. He runs hard. He's physical. He makes fantastic cuts. You were talking about the other day for the kid from Thompson. He made that fantastic juke cut. That young man, I hate to say it, has got to have knee surgery.
Yep.
And you talk about being juked out of your shoes or breaking your ankles. Well, bless his heart, he broke that guy's knee. 1st and 10, ball handed to Leighton Gerard. Leighton just fighting upfield, trying to pick up a few yards, and he might get about 2.
Yeah. Great show. I mean, and here's the deal, taking over deep in our territory again. We've been there. I feel like we've been there all night.
Yeah.
Deep in our own territory. And here's you just want ball control. It just looks like Hoover's got some new, fresh legs in there, getting some playing time on the defensive front and linebacker. But here's what you do. You keep practicing. You keep playing. If you're a senior, you got this week, you got 4 minutes and 48 seconds this week, and you got 24 or 48 minutes next week.
All right, trips right. Dodson rolling left, throwing back. Bless his heart, I think he's just gun shy. He had Jadarian running wide open on a little crossing route, and he just underthrew him.
Yeah. He was rolling out to his right a little bit to give him some time. Tried to do a little throwback there, and just didn't have enough power to get it there on that throw.
Jackson, did you get an update on Cornwell?
Yeah, he is good to go. He got his breath under. I'm sitting there talking with Coach Cassidy's wife just about Coach and about just learning about Coach and about how this year's been.
All right,
Well, we tried, Jackson. You've moved to the other side of the moon. All right, first down right there. Nice pass to Nick Solinsky. Just falls incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Hornets. Richard, I know you said a while ago there's 4 minutes, 33 seconds. We might walk out of here 31-0 being ball game. Give it up for Chelsea. Chelsea's fought their tails off.
They have.
From the beginning to the end. Never quit. We were talking about, didn't know where Cody Fortenberry was earlier, and it's like he hurt us.
Right.
And all of a sudden he came alive, and he's in on tackles, and he's breaking up pass plays, and he's just doing everything he can.
Look for the Hornets here to try to get the ball back. Emerson Russell is 2 yards away from 1,000 from the season.
No good. All right, end over end kick for Jack. He kicks it, ball caught at the 50-yard line. Richard, he's got a little bit of a wall,
There's
got a
couple
flag.
flags.
The return man for Hoover is still breaking tackles. I wonder
why
what
they blow the whistle.
I don't know why they blew the whistle. I think because they already knew it was a flag. We got a helmet off. One of the Hoover players' helmets came off.
Yeah, several flags on the ground. Hey, good news is we mentioned earlier he got a little shaken up on a pillback block. Kirkland, the deep snapper for the Hornets, he's back out there. He made a nice snap there, and he was the first one down the field for the Hornets.
Did you see your son's text that his name is Possum?
Who?
Kirkland. His nickname is Possum.
Really?
Yeah. That's Ben Kirkland's son. That's old Possum.
No, the holder's name
Who
is
is?
spelled. The holder's name is spelled. Is called. It said Possum with a K, so it's like possum with a K. He told me to tell you all that because he said it kept getting mispronounced. So he wanted to get it right. It's Possum is the holder name.
You talking about number 37, Quasim, but you're saying it's not Possum, it's Cossum.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
well, hey, good. All right. I thought you were saying the snapper. You put the snapper in that text. I thought you were saying I thought Ben Kirkland nicknamed his son Possum. But look, I got Duckworth up here playing quarterback.
Right.
So I mean Duckworth, Possum.
Well, it only took us 9 games, and we apologize. Look, Cossum is just a junior. He'll be back next year holding, and we'll make sure we get it right next year.
Yep. Tell him we're sorry, Jackson. Don't tell him with your microphone because he'll only hear the third word. All right, 1st and 10 for the Bucks. Ball at the 42, trips left. Ball handed off. Oh, just about. Oh, did he make? He didn't make the tackle in the backfield. Holding the crap out of Chris McNeil.
Yeah.
Holy moly!
Look,
Chris is going to need a kit from the hospital to recover from that one.
there's more flags been thrown. It's like the World Games out here.
This meat sweats penalty. Boy, Richard, they were quiet earlier, but here lately, what you do is you get some younger guys from Hoover out there, and they just been sitting around. They hadn't stretched, hadn't got loose, making penalties. But we'll take a little meat sweats holding right there.
Yeah, you say some young guys. I think they still got the starting offensive
I
line
agree
in.
with you. Yeah.
They just got a different quarterback in, and
That's going to be Winston out there. Some different receivers for sure. But it's starting tailback number 3's out there. Richard, you got an update on Leeds and Moody? I know that was the big game. That was a big game. Both teams undefeated. All right, Twins right, single receiver. Look like we're bringing some pressure. Ball handed off to number 3, and Richard, he has been shot out of a cannon. Good job right there by number 35 for Chelsea.
Sam Parrish, he's a freshman, and he just reached out and grabbed him.
He
wasn't going to get in front of him, but he reached out and grabbed him. And I know the coaches are frustrated with it, but he just reached out and grabbed him, and he ended up falling.
Kind of surprised to see 3 still in the ball game.
Yeah, well.
He's out now, but, I mean, all right, pickup of about 15 to 18 yards on that play, 1st and 10 at the Chelsea 40. Winston at quarterback, hands number 26, and good gracious, Richard, ain't nobody going to catch that, maybe.
Don't say that.
Yeah, here come. Was that Ragin?
Nope.
Number 26.
That's number 3.
36.
36, okay.
36 for
We're
the
a long
Hornets.
ways up here.
Yeah, 36, Brandon Sims. He made a play earlier. Brandon Sims and 35.
Richard, 36
Sam
is
Parrish.
fast.
Yeah, he is. He came from his corner position. You know, we're looking at Chris McNeil's out. I don't know if Ragin got shaken up earlier, but we got some new guys out there.
All right, Winston hands the ball off up the middle, and Richard, he's going to bulldoze his way in the end zone, running over our safety. So with 3 minutes and 6 seconds, Hoover's going to take a 37-0 lead over the Hornets. Richard, they have a stable of running backs. I mean, 3 is fast, lean. 26 is bigger. I mean, we watched them warm up, and we were just commenting on how big they were. All right, kick is up, and it is good. Brett Hall, you got us a scoring drive on that?
Yeah, Ray, it took them a minute and 10 seconds to go 4 plays, 56 yards.
I think their average here in the second half is about 4 or 5 plays, and they score.
Yep. Well, they didn't have many plays in the first half either. Of course, they got the ball one time on a big punt return down to the 15. But the thing is they put it in the end zone.
Yeah,
and that's
that's
what
right.
counts. Ray, let me give you an update. You mentioned the Moody Leeds great game. Both teams undefeated. I saw something where they actually were streaming it to the Leeds like Civic Center or whatever, and having people come in and watch it.
Yeah, because they said the game was sold out. Yeah.
In the third quarter, Leeds Green Wave are up 14-7.
I wonder if that's anything. Surely they're not just still in the third quarter.
Well, we're playing quick.
We are.
It's
You're
9
right.
o'clock. It's just 9:09 here.
Yeah,
in,
you got to drive
Hoover,
to
Alabama.
Chattanooga tonight. You want to
Yeah.
stay overnight?
Ooltewah, Tennessee.
Yeah. Okay.
Halfway, going up to
Watch Alabama and
third
Tennessee
Saturday in
tomorrow.
October tomorrow.
You got cigars?
No.
All right. Kick will be deep. It'll be like 8 yards deep. EJ catches it 8 yards deep. Yeah, that'd be a good game to go. I don't know where I stand on tomorrow's game. I obviously hope Alabama wins, but if I had to make a prediction, it depends on who starts.
Right.
Bryce starts. I think, they said today Tennessee has the 124th or 28th worst passing defense.
Yep.
And then their best corner got arrested Sunday. Did you hear about that?
I did hear about that. Assault.
You can't beat people up.
No, you can't. You can't. Ray, the Hornets next week, we're going to be traveling to Hewitt. We're going to be going to Trussville, play Hewitt-Trussville. Hewitt is up 28-0 on the Spain Park Jaguars.
Okay.
Who the Hornets played last week.
All right. 1st and 10 for the Hornets at the 20-yard line. Dodson calls for a snap, hands to Emerson Russell. Emerson's got a little block and finds a
1,000 yards
seam.
right there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Emerson, I think, just broke 1,000 yards.
Our crack statistician,
See,
Brett Hall.
Brett Hall's doing a fantastic. We picked Brett up. We like free agency. We picked him up about
Right.
game 6. He came in. We didn't think we was going to have a sideline guy. Jackson shows up like a comet flying through the air, just shows up. Next thing you know, he's on the sideline. Brett said, I'll do stats.
Yeah.
You're better looking than Greg Robertson. Greg's a little fatter and a little older, but you do a fantastic job. The one thing Greg's got on all of us, he's pretty good with math.
Yeah.
We got offsides on defense.
Yep.
Another meat sweats penalty. Richard, what would you give? What you got, Jeff Beavers?
Ready some more scores from around the area. Homewood is up 28-0
Over Briarwood?
over Pelham.
Oh.
But speaking of Briarwood, let's pull up Briarwood, see how that season's going.
No, it ain't going so well.
see.
Twins left, got a tight end to the right. Shuttlesworth in it, tight end. Jadarian goes in motion. Throwing a quick pass, Jadarian, bless his heart. He looked up after he called it, and there was nothing but orange. Going to bring up 2nd down and about 14 on the play. Got 2 minutes. We're at the 2-minute mark here. Hoover 38, Chelsea 0. Listen, it's 38-0. I'm not going to pretend that it's been close. 10-0 at halftime. Chelsea fought their tails off for one half of football. Second half, Hoover's just got the best of us. But listen, you leave the stadium tonight with your head held high.
Absolutely.
There's no doubt.
Absolutely. Ray, in the fourth quarter, the Benjamin Russell Wildcats are up 16-14 on the Briarwood Lions. I believe the Briarwood Lions will be missing the playoffs this year,
Oh,
Ray.
no. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Huh.
Breaking news right here live from Hoover, Alabama.
That's strange.
I wonder
Having
when the last time that was.
Well,
They
no,
missed
but you think having a 5-star quarterback going to Clemson, you could win enough to make the playoffs. I'm not even going to pronounce his name because I'll be considered
Yeah.
I'll be called names because I mispronounced his name. Well, give us his name, Richard.
Vizina.
Yes.
Learn it because he's going to be the next
Clemson
Trevor
quarterback.
Lawrence.
Yeah, he is. All right, Twins right. Oh, we got hit in the backfield. We got hit hard. They brought a little pressure, and they hit us straight in the mouth.
Yeah, that's number 22, freshman Jack Flowers, and I'm just going by my Chelsea High School
roster.
varsity roster we got here.
All right, Chelsea just trying to run the clock down a little bit. With only 30 seconds left. We got to run one more play. This will be 4th down, and I'm sure we're going to pick it up. Dotson in the game trying to draw Hoover off sides. Doesn't work. Play clock down to 5, 4, 3, 2. Ball snap. Hand number 22 over to left tackle. Richard, he's got some big yards. Lowers his head. Ball comes out. Fumbles. We had the 1st down, and Hoover's going to recover. Hey, great job by the Hoover defender. They had held up the running back for Chelsea, and they just stripped the ball out.
Yeah.
So, Richard, that's going to conclude this ball game. The clock is strike 0. Chris McNeil, for whatever reason, went over to the white hat and started talking to him. I'm not sure what he wanted to say, but I thought the officials did a pretty decent job tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, they really did. I probably give them a B overall. Can't give them an A. Can't give them, but I thought they probably some of the best officiating we've seen all year.
Right. But you like you said, you come in, Chelsea's coming in. They play hard, and they give it everything they got. Saw some flashes today. Moved the ball well between the 30s, but just when you're playing these high-level 7A schools, you got to score points.
Yeah.
Because they can score quick, as we've seen tonight, and so. But yeah, Ray, going back to what we're talking about the playoffs, Briarwood will be staying home this year for playoff season. So so will the Hornets. But,
yeah, the Hornets will be too.
But hey, we don't have a 5-star
quarterback.
But
he will be. Possibly will be by the time he's a
eventually
senior.
Because he's learning, he's coachable, and he's doing a good job. Yes, Jackson.
Hey, I'm here with Coach Cassidy. Coach Cassidy. Coach, you had a running back, Emerson Russell, 1,000 yards tonight. What does it mean for the program forward as he's just a junior coming back next year?
Yeah, it means a lot. It's good for base a lot of stuff on wins and losses, but it's great to see a kid that, works as hard as he does, it's like that. And, some of that goes to overtime and Sloan, Luis, with all this blocking that he does. So, it's a good team effort, not just an individual effort.
Coach, I talked to your wife. She said you were wanting a Mike Leach question, so I got to ask you one. What's your go-to breakfast?
I don't eat breakfast.
Don't eat breakfast?
I fast in the morning.
All right. And score for tomorrow, Bama, Tennessee.
3 CZ.
Roll Tide.
Jackson, we didn't hear what he said about get closer to us.
He said 63-0 Bama tomorrow. And I was talking with his wife. He said she said he was wanting a Mike Leach question, so I gave him the what do you eat for breakfast. So.
Well, good. That's all right. Hey, Jackson, thank you. Thank you to Brett Hall doing our stats tonight. Thank you, Jeff Beaver, Sean Tenry, for doing the videoing and the producing there on their end. That game will be on Monday night on Chelsea Living. Richard, tough game tonight. Not the way we wanted it to end. We go to Hewitt-Trussell next week.
Yep.
Hoover, I don't know if Hoover and Thompson are here or if they're at Thompson. Not sure about that, but we do know they play each other.
They're here.
It is here.
Jeff Beavers.
It is here, so that should be a good game. We'll go to Hewitt-Trussell and give it the best we got.
I'll say we'll be pulling for the Hoover Bucks to pull out the victory over Thompson next week.
Yeah,
but anyway,
that's right.
Ray, coverage of next week's game. It's going to be the final game of this first 7A season for the Chelsea Hornets. Coach Cassidy's inaugural season here at Chelsea. But it will start Tuesday evening, Ray, at 7 o'clock at Station 31 for the Chelsea Hornets Coaches Show. It'll be the last Coaches Show of the year. It'll be hosted by David Ingram and Mike McNamee. It'll be broadcast live here on Cool 96.9 and then rebroadcast at 5:45 p.m. next Friday, right before we bring the game to you on Cool 96.9.
Richard, that's going to wrap it up. David Brady did a fantastic job as normal producing. Brett with stats. Jackson with sideline. You did another fantastic job. I am Ray Franklin. Have a great weekend. Be safe, and we'll see you next week. God bless.